It's home, but it's not what we thought. The big cities never made it, and the ones that did, well, they just aren't safe anymore. Settlements were good for a time, until the raiders show up, and nobody came to help. We found the Goldilocks town, not too big, not too small, but if it's safe, then why is it empty? Well, it's home, but it's not what we thought.
Ready? Hello. Welcome back. I don't know. We're at the without further ado section of the stream where I stop talking and I let my wonderful players talk, starting with, let's see what this button does.
Oh
Jen.
gosh.
It's Jen.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Jen. I go by Savage Sparrow on the internet, and tonight I will be playing the wonderful Abby Abrams from Wisconsin with this good old PBR because, you know, you gotta have the blue ribbon when you're gonna be streaming all night.
All right.
This stream brought to you by PBR. Oh no, it's me.
Our dear Val. You're next in class.
Hi, I know. Hey, what's up, y'all? I am Valdria, also known as Rosary on the internet. Today, I bring to you Snipes. She is the younger sibling of one of the other cast members, but the better driver.
Allegedly.
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 Allegedly. Oh my
Oh.
god, the gentrification.
So cool.
Hey, my name's Slowpool. I'm playing John Alexander Macdonald, which is probably not his real name. And he's mostly just here to do chorin, but he's always looking for the next scrap. Fuck, it's been a while since the last scrap. When's the next scrap coming around?
Funny you should say that. Just kidding. I'm not going to egg you on yet. We're not doing any exposition. We're introducing my lovely Celeste.
Hi, everybody. I'm Celeste. I'm playing Dr. Hyde, the ghoul biochemist, with a bunch of problems. So many problems. One of these days, I'm going to make a character with no trauma, but today is not that day.
Okay. Let me make you some of the trauma for you, okay? I got you. Let me do a trauma.
Be my guest.
I mean, or you could not. Like, we could just have kitten adventures.
Kid Adventures in Fallout sounds terrifying, by the way. That actually sounds traumatic.
That's fair. That's fair. I
Yeah, it
admit I
does.
did not think that through.
Yep. Yeah, actually, I'm in big agreement there. Especially
Yeah,
just because,
yeah.
like, if anything's pleasant in Fallout, you know, there's just going to be some weird, like, Lovecraft stuff that starts cropping up, like, around the seams. So, yeah. Anyway, we open in a meadow. Just kidding. No.
Oh God!
No. Where do we left off? Well, for a note for our returning viewers, and you might be watching this on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. You can hit subscribe. It's free for you. Just right now. You have to do it right now.
Do it, like,
Okay,
I
there we go.
demand
I was just
you.
talking to the future.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
We're done. I'm done doing that bit. But I think we're jumping about 3 months. We've settled our little town of Lexington. I have Abby's map here. Shame she can't see it. But basically, you've taken a small corner of a pretty small town, and you found I want to say it was maybe 21 survivors that have kind of gathered about. It's a promising little area, and surely it's safe enough. So, with the right vetting, you've eked out a little community here. But this day we've chosen is a particular day. Not that people really pay attention to days or weeks anymore, but rather tallies and scratches on walls. This tally in particular is the day where the community must decide about leadership. You've reached a sizable little gathering, and people were asking some questions. Before we get there, though, before people convene in a public space, I want to ask first, Dr. Hyde. You've had some time to work alone or with a friend. I want to ask what you've been up to, what you've been cooking up, as it were.
Well,
broke bad.
Hyde. Listen, I cannot tell a lie. Hyde definitely has been. The primary concern has been making sure that he can maintain a steady supply of that which keeps him going. So he has, in fact, been working on making sure he's got a cook station for Jet, and ensuring that the station churns out an amount, not necessarily a whole lot, but enough to keep him going. Right now, the rate we're working at, as long as he's got a dose every 12 hours, he's okay.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Just flying like a jet stream. Have you been working with James, I wonder?
He is hesitant to work with James on the actual creation of Jet. He's mostly been trying to get James to help him with his search for a cure, because that's been the other project, and arguably, and I wouldn't say it's necessarily the more important one, but it's definitely like at about the same level, is trying to figure out how to fix himself. And he definitely has been employing James' help on that front.
Right. Excellent. Well, on this day, you hear news from other members of the community that, people are ready to meet about leadership. Who's fit for it? Who might be charismatic enough? If you've heard rumors, maybe, that electing a super mutant is ultimately a risky move, they're probably not false rumors. People are probably saying that. However, the commutant has been gunning for a chance to stand on the crushed soapbox. But yeah, today would be the day. Right outside of a ruined library, people gather. There's a clearing on a bridge that sort of passes over. It's like a catwalk that leads into this school library. It's not far from where you first stayed, where James lives. 8, 9, no 10 of the settlers here convene, including a woman wearing a Vault-Tec suit. It's clad, there's leather laid over it, and it's worn almost to the point of breaking at its seams, but yet she stands waiting for contestants, I want to say. I want to ask Snipes, John, what are you doing today? What gets you up this morning?
Jordan?
Great day for making hay.
Yeah. It is a good day for that indeed.
Mhm.
Of course, you've got the fruit stand down at the bottom of the hill.
Yes, the produce stand at the bottom of the hill with melons and soon to be corn, because we have made use of, but mostly melons and foraged berries at this point. But as far as, and somehow we have foraged plenty of the good stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, last but not least here, I want to ask, Abby, you're aware that this lady, she goes by Valencia. You're aware she's trying to take this position of mayor of Lexington and would be attempting to declare it if uncontested today. Would you seek out your friends before you confront her, or would you approach her directly? Would you avoid her? All right.
Oh yeah. like she's got to get her buddies first, you know. Like, this is a big day.
Yeah.
So a super mutant came by to the produce stand the other day.
Yes.
Yeah, listen here. You know, this town needs leadership, and at the very least, you need someone you can look up to, and there's no one else here. That is solid enough for everyone to look up to, okay?
I imagine, like, we're just getting a little bit of sun, like, hanging out, like, with our melons, and Abby just walks on over it and just starts. And it's like,
amazing.
Back up there, bud.
Hey,
that's today?
Yeah, hey there. You know, listen, it's a big day, okay? Like, you know, that orange chick, the woman who is all like, you know, I have a fancy name with too many syllables, you know, that one, you don't want her as a leader, because, like, you can't even pronounce that name. Yeah, whatever.
Valencia? Are you saying that she's more like a Valencia?
Hey, that's a clever one.
Looks super proud of herself for that one.
I think the thing about city folks is they always come up here with city ideas in small towns. But city ideas belong in cities, and small town ideas belong in small towns. It's like, you know, figure it out, bud.
Figure it out. So, you want to be mayor?
Yeah. I think I'd be real good at it.
I agree. I'm just saying it might be a hard sell.
I mean, again, though, you know, like, I have some big ideas, and, you know, no one's got bigger ideas than I do, you know, and,
you certainly have the largest head here.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It's for this big brain I got, yeah, and the strong shoulders to carry this town into the future.
And a solid lower back.
Oh yeah, you don't skip leg day when you're leading it down.
Don't skip leg day.
Where's the little guy? You know, the small man, big brain.
Probably cooking some. Just probably cooking.
Oh, really? Is he cooking a steak?
No.
Oh man, I'm real.
Weekends.
I sure do hope so. I'm real hungry right now.
Most
I could
likely
use
the
something
weekends.
bloody to put chomp on.
There's just like a moment when you mention steak and like Snipes just like looks into the distance and the thought in her mind is just like, man, I would suck a Deathclaw's dick right now for a good piece of steak. Like,
I mean,
Did I say that out loud?
Then you just got
not
that
for
about
nothing,
back
though.
about 20% there, sis.
if you
Okay.
don't mind a bit of radiation, there's plenty of things that make some great eating.
Well, that's why you just take an iodine pill.
I like to think the radiation adds a bit of flavor.
A little spice.
Oh yeah.
It's true. It's less about the spice and more about how you cook it. I mean, you want to make sure your meat's moist at the end of the day.
Oh,
Don't.
yeah.
I hate that word so much.
What, moist?
Stop! It's gross.
Why?
Oh,
it
what?
means like
You don't like a
moist
little bit of...
is like succulent and delicious.
What? You
There's
don't like a little
everything
bit of
good
everything,
is
like
moist.
mostly gnarly?
No.
Tell me, sis, you ever want to go out westbound, maybe to the Mississippi River?
Anyway, so where's
Anyway.
the Dr. Hyde at?
Like I said, probably in a basement cooking.
Okay, let's all go look for him.
Mm-hmm.
Cause again, we're gonna need a strong, smart person on this campaign. And he's got the biggest brain out of all of us. I mean, probably not bigger than mine because, you know, just sheer size and all of that, but he's got them science learning, so that's real important.
So, you know, I was fiddling around in that old library, which I think is where we're going, and I found this book on corvids, you know, birds, crows, ravens, that kind of stuff, and how they're so smart, despite the fact that they have such a small brain. Well, comes to find out that the reason that they do that is that despite their brain size, their like brain firing synopsis things are just condensed. So they have like similar levels of intelligence as, you know, regular old people do. Maybe even smarter than regular old people. Anyway, I read that. So, more you know.
Don't trust crows. Always up to something.
Especially the ones that got more eyes. You know, like why they need so many eyes. They're looking for something suspicious. That's what I think.
I hear down in the Republic of Texas, there's even something worse down there.
How can you have something worse than crows or perhaps ravens? Maybe not ravens, because they are majestics. Almost as majestic as the Canadian.
I was in those archives, and I saw something called a taco raptor. You know, I don't know what to imagine. I don't know what a taco raptor is, but there's just this entire archive from Texas about these creatures.
That sounds like
You know
something
what?
that'd be good eating.
I'm glad that we didn't go down there, because from what I understand, they will just snatch things out of your hands, like your food, and sometimes your hands come with them.
I just remember there being a famous landmark we were supposed to visit. Can't remember it for the life of me.
Yeah, we stopped looking at landmarks about 3 months ago there, bud.
You can't quite recall the name of that famous landmark in Texas.
Eh.
The Alamo?
Oh, so you do remember the Alamo.
With that, James arrives.
Oh.
Pitter-patter.
Yeah,
Hey,
cane in
sorry
hand.
now.
Is it a
Quite
can of
well.
PBR?
They're searching for you, Abby.
Ah, yeah. It's about to start, yeah?
Do well to be there, lest they begin to speak on your behalf. If you're searching for Dr. Hyde, he's quite busy. I'll get him.
Okay. 'Cause, you know,
He just
I
was-
like to think that we all forged some strong bonds on the road there, and then like fighting that weird mole rat thing. Like, you know, again, that's some stuff. We're all super friends now, so I want to have my team together.
We're buddies.
Well, you're
The
Indeed
best
you are.
of friends.
Well, when a man
Buddies.
helps you, you help him. Or a man asks for help, you
Oh
help
yeah.
him.
Our super
better make
That's-
haste.
Mm-hmm.
The attention span of a farmer. And he'll wander along past this cart up the hill. That road, you know, leads to his house. But if you hook a left from over there and you head down the colonnade, you'll get to a couple of places. One where Dr. Hyde lives. His little laboratory is in a basement in this what used to be the science center. And then just beyond that, go a little bit further, there's the library where people will be congregating.
Dude is so weird.
Your car's down here with the cart. I imagine you take up foot.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
no use wasting precious gas for just over the hill.
Precisely.
Well, diesel. Gotta use that byproduct.
Oh yeah.
That red rocket blend. Now,
Mhm.
Dr. Hyde, what are you doing as we're going to cut to our elusive James, the settler, the merchant? He's headed towards you down the stairs in this science center. What are you doing there in the basement?
I do have a batch off to the side that's cooking. It has a little bit of has to have a little bit of time on the burner, and I'm watching it. But at the same time, like, I look up every once in a while, and then I look back down to like a couple of books that I've got laid out on the table, and I'm just basically like jotting down notes here and there, maybe underlining a passage in one, and then copying it over. And then I take some time to like organize with a couple of like brightly colored highlighters and color code some things. And I've been at this since well before dawn. So this is hyper focus at its finest.
Yeah. Okay, well then, now that you're in detail about it like that, I think maybe we'll use this as an opportunity to make our first skill check of the day. Cool. Chapter 5 details survival. This is going to be crafting. Pardon me as I find the rules. We're also going to use our tabletop simulator dice for extra fun here. Actually, I suppose we'll use that for damage effects and hit locations. We won't use it just yet. So roll 20 would suffice. You're making medicine. So let's do... What do you think? What skills do you have?
It's probably science.
Yeah.
Science is what I would go
We're
with,
essentially
probably.
just... We're making chems.
Yeah.
Chemicals. How long did you work as a chemist? I'd like to ask.
Before the war, probably 10-ish years. And then after the war, I did a little bit, probably for about a couple of years afterward, before I had to sort of like pick up and start moving around.
Right. Let's see. Chemistry
Medicine.
Station. Yeah, so we have a complexity of 2 for what we're trying to make here.
Okay.
Not that hard.
Cool.
We haven't finished our quest yet, so you'll notice our luck points are still depleted. But you're looking to roll your 2d20 and add...
Okay.
Yeah.
1 success.
You're missing one success. You need one more in order to successfully make this batch. A couple things you can do. You could spend a luck point to re-roll the one that didn't make it, or you could take a success at a cost.
You know, I like the idea of a success at a cost.
Right, introducing a complication. Okay, how about this? Some things went wrong earlier on, and you managed to recover. The only issue is it was the cost of your discretion. There's some rumors about that you might be cooking up jet all day in your lab in the science center, but it doesn't matter because you successfully managed to cook that jet. So, profit. That's a win-win. You've got jet. I don't know how win-wins work. See, there you go. But James comes down, a smile, before he sort of stifles it away, looking at what you've been working on. He's not innocent. Certainly he partakes. You've learned that of him in recent weeks. We're ready to convene.
Oh, yeah, the stupid political shit. Okay, I remember now. You'll forgive me if I have trouble keeping track of it. It seems, especially now, so blasé. A little bit droll, even.
Just remember, I need you here. And because I need you here, I need the people here. Not to cast you out.
I mean, I need to live more than I need to be accepted. But I'm trying. I'll give you that much. I'm trying.
Let's try to get Abby at the big seat. We'll worry about chems later. Come.
He sort of stands up and stretches. His posture's not the best. All right, come on. Let's perform obligations.
That we do. He'll depart with you up the stairs, mumbling something about eventually getting that elevator up and operating once again, if only to afford the convenience of not having to move up one single flight of stairs. But if you know him, you know he'll never do that. So instead, he'll just complain every time, and that's fine. But it doesn't matter. A block away, you're already at the congregation. It's now 13 individuals, not counting an Abby, a John, and a Snipes. And of course, Mayor Valencia, clad in that vault suit. Waiting for their arrival, we all convene sort of simultaneously. But I don't know. I would think the towering presence of the super mutant would give you sort of first action. Is there anything you do here, Abby? Right off the bat.
She
Assert
starts
your
greeting
dominance.
the public. She starts greeting the public.
Oh, fantastic.
Doing what she thinks is like shaking hands and kissing babies or something, because I imagine she probably was like told by somebody that that's what mayors do. But like, because
Oh,
super
man.
mutant, it's like shaking hands.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah,
Lovely.
just like, oh, hey there, buddy, great to have you. Thanks for coming out. Remember, vote green, okay?
Abby
Abby, be careful. That's literally the only baby in town. It's the only infant.
Gosh.
Please don't put your mouth on it.
Cute little guy. Look at that. He's so small.
There you go.
Gonna need you to take about 20% off the top there, bud.
Oh, I'm just real happy to be here. Oh gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm gonna give you two possible routes here. There are two ways we can try to gain influence. You can try to influence these people before a debate is inevitably going to occur between you and Valencia, or you can wait for that moment. Both have advantages and disadvantages. You could play the defensive, or you could try to win people now and maybe set yourself up for a weak spot should she go full attack right away.
I would like to start influencing people now. Are you cool if I make up some stories about what's happened in the last 3 months?
Let's do it. No, let's exposit. Merciless exposition.
Let's do. I'm here for this.
So she just starts going around and oh yeah, remember that time, Ray, you fell down in that hole because and I just threw you right out of there. You would have been stuck if I wasn't around. She goes around oh hey, remember when that weird tentacle thing came out of the lake and it wrapped around your leg, and then that thing didn't have that tentacle no more now, did it? Thanks to old Abby. Just sharing little stories. Or, hey, remember that time you wanted that thing off that really high shelf, but you're just too short to get it?
That was me. I was too short. I was the one that was too short to get it. That was me.
Yeah.
I have to say,
right up to that shelf.
just grabbed me by the waist and just hoisted me up there. And listen, didn't break any hip bones. I didn't need a replacement. Very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just understand. Abby understands her own strength and knows when to apply it, both physically and emotionally and mentally.
Oh yes.
Wow. So what it sounds like is you've turned this into a group test. Is that correct?
I am always here. I am always here to hype my girl. Let's do it.
All right. Well, the difficulty is quite high to convince all of these people at once. But nevertheless, let's see if I've got this. Haha! Group tests in the Fallout 2D20 system. And your whole group attempts a single large activity, like sneaking through an area together, etc. Make a special kind of assisted test. This occurs when the difficulty is particularly high. In this instance, 3 is quite high. The leader of the group rolls the normal dice pool, 2d20 plus up to 3d20s bought through action points. If you wish to buy d20s right now, Abby, you can.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. So right now, the party has 5 action points. I currently have 4 action points. Not going to touch why I have them just yet, or more importantly, what I'm going to do with them. But you can buy the first bonus die with 1 action point. The second one is going to cost you 2 action points. Then you can't afford the third one. If you wish to just buy the 2 now, we can give it a go.
Team?
Depends on if you want to. Yeah.
Just 1 or 2?
I do have. So I do have for speech. I have a +6. So for the one that I roll, we have a pretty high chance of success.
It's true.
But it's up to you.
Okay.
So I'll leave it up to you if you want to take that extra 2 action points for a 4th die.
Ooh.
Is right here. It
If
says
there's a
if
time
I
to
can
do
read, because I am fucking blind. you can get up to 3d20s by buying through action points, and everyone else rolls 1d20 using their own attribute plus skill. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, are you guys cool? If we want to do the 2?
Fucking do it. Fucking do it.
Okay, let's do
Fucking
it.
Do it.
We'll
I
buy
need a
the
mare.
extra. Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Excuse me.
Rolling 2 more. The number of the don't ignore the difficulty there. Oh, 1 success, but it was a critical success.
All right.
So it afforded
yay!
you 2 more successes on top of 1 success. That's 3 successes. We can still aid in an attempt to earn more action points back because we've spent some. Get that
She's
critical
like-
success. And we'll be banking.
Mhm.
Yo.
Ah, yes!
We just banked.
We did.
Like-
We did.
Oh,
I succeeded too. What?
All right. Chime in.
Man,
Chime
oh,
in.
man. Oh man.
What do we add, Sir
Come on,
John?
Doc.
Yeah, John, you have to. What are you chiming in to help out with your?
Ah. Well, you know, with Abby, that she's always going to speak her mind, for better or for worse. She's not going to lead you astray with, you know, theoreticals and what have you so inclined to. That's why I would trust her over that asshole in that stupid blue jumpsuit.
Oh man. Finally, I want to ask before we approach our mayor in contest. Dr. Hyde, do you do anything here? It's not too late to try to pitch in help and add a complication, you know. Not too late.
If this was anything other than a speech test, I might be tempted, but I just...
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, your complication range is higher because people are suspicious of you. You do notice
It's
as you
true.
emerge. Yeah, it took some time for your eyes to adjust to the light because you've been a goblin or a ghoul in the basement working on science research and baking pretty much, mostly. Mostly baking bread. But yeah, they're looking at you like they know something's up. They know you've been up to something.
I mean, I really don't want to ruin Abby's chances.
Yeah.
I don't want
That's
to.
noble.
They're doing all of this work, and I'm just gonna very quietly just watch from the sidelines.
But you have the. Do you at least have like the little construction paper medal she made? Like, you know, Abby for mayor, but like mayor is spelled wrong.
Yeah.
like-
He's wearing
It's like
that.
It's like-
M-A-Y-E backwards R.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
M-A-Y-O-R-E. Mayor.
Sure. Lovely.
Oh my god. And it also
Just-
has a
just
blue ribbon
perfect.
on it. Number 1. Yeah.
And somehow,
Mm-hmm.
to the absolute disgust of Valencia, she considers herself really the learned type. Suddenly, these farmers, these peasant settlers, wanderers, they look at Abby. Like maybe Abby knows what's going on around these parts. They're but simple wastelanders, and it seems you represent them. Quite irritated. You two haven't even spoken yet, and yet they're turning. They just sort of stare at you.
Hey there, how's it going? This is a fine day for a mayoral race, don't you think so?
Let's cut the shit. Abby, could I speak with you a moment.
I suppose, but, there's no need for dirty language there, like...
What's wrong? Can't handle a super mutant posse?
I can handle plenty. I'm not sure our citizens can handle what's to come.
What are you
Are you
handling
saying
there?
that our citizens have survived in the wasteland? I would argue that they are a strong and capable people. Why are you saying that our people are not good enough to, be able to handle some honest conversation?
Are you trying to say that you're willing to stand in the way of a direct democracy here, the very founding principles of this once great nation? I'm quite frankly insulted.
Listen, John. These people, the morale, it was something else 45 days ago when we had food. Suddenly, the super duper mart is dry. Food stores are empty. We have no relation with any caravan. What's your plan when they get hungry? Abby?
Well, we're gonna find us a caravan, make some new friends out of some buddies. Otherwise, we're gonna start scrounging around and, again, my good friends here have an excellent farm booming, as well as, all of the critters that live out in the wastes. You just gotta char them a bit, and that's good eating right there, as long as you're not too picky.
Why don't you take your iodine
I'm sorry
pills
if
first?
things are a bit, not as fancy as, whatever vault you crawled out of, but, that's how it is in the West. You take what you have, you work together with your community, and you support each other.
Speaking of which, did you crawl out of a vault, or did someone just try to shove your ugly face into one of the common good?
Oh, hey now, let's not discriminate based on appearance. That's a bit of a low blow.
Can we discriminate based on attitude? Because I'm about to put
Oh
my foot
yeah,
up her.
oh yeah, again.
If it wasn't
believe
so
in
impolite,
manners
I would
here.
probably try and smack the smug right off her face. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave that up to my sister. You're on your own with that one.
He doesn't hate girls.
Valencia will sort of. All right,
She'll arm
Mayor,
wrestle
what's
you,
your
though.
plan?
Ooh, we didn't even vote. She just conceded. You're gonna give up that easy?
Oh wow!
Triangle.
Oh gosh! Oh, I'm so happy.
This is-
Thank you. I want to thank all of the citizens here who have supported me. I'm so excited about, building our community and making this a place that, again, you can have your children and your children's children grow. And again, there used to be a time when being a good neighbor meant something, and we're bringing that back.
This place used to have good neighbors. She turns away from the balcony. She's sort of overlooking. There's a river. This colonnade kind of sits on an incline. Virtually everything in this part of mountainous Blue Ridge, Virginia, is near like some sort of stream or another. But this library kind of sits on not quite a cliff, but a slope. As such, there's like a stone sort of balcony looking over what was a forest and now is just irradiated waste. She'll turn to address the common folk. There's a layer of sophistication that quickly boils down to something a little more populist. She'll continue. Did we concern ourselves with what happened to the settlers before us?
Oh
No?
yeah, but again,
Perfectly
that
fine.
is If there's
And what happens
anything
when
mean
people
that's
go missing
gonna,
again?
I'm a big super mutant. I'm gonna kill whatever the fuck is taking our people.
Right. Good luck with that, Abby.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be around.
I hope so. You know, just because you lost the mayor race doesn't mean we want you out of town. Again, every citizen can contribute to the greater good.
Right, if you have some
And when
chores,
she
we have a
realizes,
job for you.
yeah, she's realizing that Abby doesn't pick up on the subtleties in the way she's speaking. Yeah, so in sort of, you can notice that in her expression. Just kind of smiles at her. I'm happy to do some chorin. What do you need? Looks at Snipes.
Snipes looks at John.
What day is it today? Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Well, Wednesday's for picking rocks.
I'll be off. Enjoy things, Abby.
Oh, we will. Oh, gosh. Hey, guys, we gotta make me a mayor sash. That way
Too good for
everyone will
picking
know.
rocks. Too good
She'll,
for picking
she'll
rocks.
head off. Yeah. Over to something. She's busy. Not really a threat. Bit of a frail woman, just sort of salty. Really.
I mean,
Salty as a
is
rad
it just
roach, to
me?
be honest.
Is it just me, or did she concede really, really quickly?
I mean, I usually find in my experience that whenever I want a thing and someone is opposed to this thing, that usually they concede the thing pretty fast. So I don't really know if that is not a standard of deviation there. That just seems, you know, in keeping with the how I've been making my way through the wasteland.
Yeah, but Abby, she's a politician. Politicians are never what they seem. Like,
She's not a threat. You hear a voice of a younger man, quite scrawny, with a very angular face. You're pretty sure Abby confused him for a baby when she was taking babies and kissing hands, but
Oh, hey! How you doing, little guy?
oh, he's already started talking.
Quite well. Was that what that was? Says to Snipes before shaking it off. She's really not a threat. I wouldn't concern yourself.
Right. But what does she know that we don't? That ever concede so quickly to make Abby look bad?
Well,
Who are you again? Wait. Who are you?
my name is Wade. I'm a newcomer. They said I could hang out in here. I met her at the watering hole last night, and well, she didn't seem like much of anything, you know? She wanted the prestige, but maybe she didn't know what she was up against. He sort of cranes his neck to look at the 7-foot tall super mutant. Yeah, within arm's reach. Well, her arm's reach of him.
Watering hole, you said.
Well, what's that place? It's outside the wall. The Palms. It's where we meet. James sent me.
Right.
Is James here?
I was just. Never mind.
He was here a second ago.
Something about getting a radio station working. That's my expertise. A couple centuries too late, it seems.
Having some smooth tones. That would be a good time. Very good for morale.
Radios are also
Helps
good
to-
for outside communication.
Oh, hey, Doc. What's cooking? Good looking?
You sure do look spiffy in that sweet button there. Thank you so much for your support.
You'll forgive me if I didn't speak up earlier, but I had the feeling that possibly my tongue was better held between my teeth.
That's okay. You also tend
This
to
time
talk a
waits.
bit quiet-like, so, I just assumed that you didn't want to raise your voice, because, I don't want to make assumptions about the state of your vocal cords.
Also,
Maybe
you
I
got
should
Jack
leave you to
Rabbit.
it.
That can be a bit of a turnoff.
You notice Wade seems kind of weird now that Dr. Hyde showed up. He's trying to back out of this little social circle, disperse with the little crowd of settlers.
Hey, Wade.
Wade.
What's got you wanting to skedaddle so soon?
Yeah, nothing. I have a lot of
Real fast before you
magazines.
go, I have a question before you go. Since you were one of the last folks got done moved in here, you hear any rumors about caravans nearby?
So he gets really weird when you say that. Yes.
She
yes.
leans down, so her face is in his face.
You could make an intimidation check of sorts,
I mean, she's
or
not
parallel.
trying to be intimidating. It's just very obvious
sure.
she doesn't understand.
Yeah. Blue Ridge Caravan. They're always looking for safe places to stop by. Now that you mention it, and I didn't plan this. Swear I didn't. Now that you mention it, I could use some parts from them if they're selling it. He's gonna look
okay.
at the humans his height, out of just an expression of fear.
Like I said, Abby
Is
knows
she-
her strength. Knows how to
She
use
is
it too.
Strong.
Oh yeah.
Well,
real
I'll
strong.
keep it. I'll keep it
If
brief.
you can make us, a list and we find these guys, we'll get the things you need. Because again, a radio station is a great community building exercise.
Well, get after it then.
Yeah. Right away. Can do. Do they have paper here? It's a library, right? A lot of paper, and he's just gonna head straight into the library.
Next time
Find
you're at the
something to
watering
jot down.
hole, just don't mind Gwen. She's working tonight. She'll try to get into your pants. It's okay. She does it to everyone.
How was Gwen, anyways?
Oh, I saw her a couple of nights ago and she was horny.
So the usual then.
Yep, the usual. Wade's her type, so. But I mean, so
Wait,
is the
like-
doc.
Good
She
thing.
doesn't. Now that I think about it, as long as there's, capable appendages, that's her type.
Gee, and
Who
here
are
I
you?
was
That
starting to feel special.
awkward boy.
Doc, you're always special to me.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't help but notice he seemed a little squeamish.
Oh, he's probably racist.
That's one of the first things I'm gonna change as mayor now, you know? Like, we're all working here together. We're gonna get rid of the discriminatory practices. It's not okay.
She pulls a beer from out of nowhere. Here. Mayor
Oh, yeah.
Abrams. We don't discriminatory on looks. We discriminatory on your bad attitude.
Oh, yeah. And bad manners.
Gotta have
think
good
about
manners.
Think about
Absolutely.
those mothers that raised you. Just crying at night about the fiendish things their children have become, discriminating and hating and having a dour countenance. How dare!
It's like
How dare.
proper manners don't cost you nothing. Why people gotta make such a big deal out about it?
While I'm clipping that gold, James would arrive. Timed well. He was caught up on something, checking out, really moving around the perimeter of the. So the Science Center also sits on this hill. I don't have a good way to describe this colonnade, but it's sort of like you would imagine a plateau. It runs off into a river. There's a bunch of foliage, and then the buildings sort of sit where like the first couple of floors would be present here, but then once you get to the back of the building, there might be 8 or 10 floors that you can see on the other side because it sits on that slope. He's moved around to sort of look around, poke about. He's a very scatterbrained individual. It might be for nothing, but he eventually arrives, notes the interaction between you all and Wade. Didn't catch the mention of Gwen, though. Rumor has it he hates her, though, so maybe that's a good thing. Chimes in immediately to Abby. So, how did it go?
The other one conceded because she just saw how popular I am.
Did it occur to you she
Suspiciously
was
conceded.
afraid? Maybe she's seen what certain
Did it occur to
individuals
me to
can
be
do.
afraid? I'm not afraid of nothing.
Maybe that's what she's afraid of.
Yeah, I think he means afraid of you there, hun.
Why would she be afraid of me?
Well, like you said before, you don't look up to anyone.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's next? A plan of any sort?
Sounds like we should look into this caravan.
And by way of looking into said caravan, we should get that radio set up. Sounds like you already might have known a little something about that.
If you're asking about my interactions with Wade, I spoke to him. He told me he needs parts. I'm a purveyor of knowledge. Are you going to fault me for that, Dr. Hyde?
No. I just would appreciate if you were just a little bit more forthcoming.
There's a lot of other things we can fault you for.
Oh yeah, you guys are old friends. You shouldn't keep secrets from each other.
How many old friends do you have, Abby?
Well, I got my buddies here.
Nearly 100 days strong. Well, in a world like this, You have old friends by being a little... And he pulls something from his waist. It's a pistol. A rather nice one. It looks pre-war. Being clandestine. Choosing your battles. As I'm sure you've done today. I heard Mayor once or twice. This is for you, Snipes. I've decided it's your birthday. I have no use for this.
It's definitely not my
handed.
birthday.
And
You're off
yeah,
about,
he'll flip
like-
the pistol over.
6 months. Oh, it's a gun. Thanks. I like those
Consider it.
shoot things. Yeah.
Don't die, or I'll regift it or something. Well,
No,
what's the
I
mission
will
then?
try
Are we visiting?
my hardest.
Oh, no one's dying under my watch.
I think regifting
Don't
gets a
have
bad
to-
rap. You ever feel that? You ever feel that regifting gets a bad rap?
Why is that?
Just
Well-
slowly nods
It's like,
as you're.
it's not that you're too lazy to get a present for someone. It's just you think that a current possession of yours would be better suited for someone else rather than yourself. And I think that's more of a selfless act than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're
I mean,
Unless you're doing it purely out of
that's-
laziness, in which case you're just a piece of shit.
that's a more thoughtful distribution of resources shared among a community of like-minded individuals. Anything, it is important for the proletariat to rise up and seize the means of production. I mean, what?
Oh, there it is. There's our moment, just for that. It appears Val has handed us the 5 subscriber goal for the community. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
There's a communist meme to be had here. Our subs. Congratulations.
Listen,
Thank
I
you
didn't pick
so
any of
much.
these, but 2 of them happen to be players in this show. So
That's true. There it is.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Well, it's good because we'll be doing this
There
for
it
another
is.
month. So
Yeah.
yeah. Sidebar: if you like what you see, follow us or subscribe, or maybe you just did get subscribed. So that's awesome. But
Yeah.
yes, we're back next week. I bet we're exploring some things, but I want to get into that. So our dear James, Steam seems to have wandered off again. A mind
Ah, gosh.
that can't focus really on anything for any considerable amount of time before he moves out. But and as well, you've noticed the settlers have all kind of scattered back to work, as they say. A lot of them really are newcomers here. You're 21 strong, and it seems a couple more people have come in, so we're really getting closer to 25 now. But what do you guys do here as you're sort of just standing about?
Ugh.
So we have to get a radio set up to contact this caravan that's outside. Why do we have to get the radio set up? Why can't we just go to the caravan?
It's kind of the other way around. We need to find the caravan so we can set up the radio because the caravan.
Yeah.
is probably a part-
Sorry, I missed that. I was checking out Wade's shelf.
No, you could.
I kind of wanna wish that your friend had not wandered off like I was almost gonna say a rude word and then I thought better. But I was gonna say like he's the one who knows all the things and been here the longest, so you would think he'd know the regular routes and why we're not on it.
Do you want me to go talk to him, Abby?
Oh yeah, if you don't mind, you're way better at the word speaking than I am.
I am so good at the words that I hardly have to say anything to get people to do what I want them to.
Oh yeah, it was very
Yeah.
impressive. I remember
See,
that
I'm
time
just
all those
disappointed.
boys came by and they had all those heavy things on them.
Okay,
Because
so
I made a
do I
very
need to-
clever play on words with regifting and bad rap, and yet no one commented on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not understand, that that is what you were doing. I thought you literally meant that the gifts were badly wrapped. And, that is unfortunate when, you get a thing and nobody puts any effort into, like, presentation. Because, that's that extra bit of effort shows that you care.
I got it. I just thought it was a little bit high concept and chose not to acknowledge it.
I just never laugh at your jokes by rule.
I'm real sorry. I
Unfortunate.
could laugh now if it didn't make you feel better. I got your back, buddy.
The pity laughs somehow make it even worse. So let's avoid that.
That
in
wasn't
future.
a pity laugh. That was a supportive laugh. Because, again, I am your mayor, and I am here for you. I will laugh at all
Well-
of your jokes. That's a promise. You just might have to
Back
tell
to
me when they're
killing.
jokes.
I'm gonna go find James.
I'm gonna go find Wade.
Whoop.
I'm gonna go find a beer.
I'm
I'll
I'm
go
gonna stop
find
at
one
the little
with you.
girls. I'm gonna stop at the little girl's outhouse before I find Wade. And that's just Val saying that, it's time to feed.
All right. Well, I know where to take it. Yeah, can I not have a minute of peace, Dr. Hyde? He turns near actually the front steps of his own little compound.
The hostility, my goodness. Look, I just need to know about this caravan that might be out there, so we can go find it, so we can get those radio parts. Anything you can tell me about that, and then I'll leave you be.
Apologies. Sincerely, this isn't me. I'm worried of the food stores. Radio is nice to have, but I don't think these individuals realize how much they consume compared to how much they produce. If we're seeking the Blue Ridge Caravan, they'll help us. They'll provide. It just so happens we can get parts for our radio there. That's what I told Wade. The way I see it, only one of us has a car. That would be you four. Truly a unit. I'm
Well,
no
that's
good
not one
in a
of us,
fight.
that's four of
if-
us then, isn't it?
Well, inseparable, aren't you? And he'll look you in the eye for the first time when he says that. I digress. Find them. They're quite easy to spot. Speak with them. Reestablish a connection. If you're good with words, use some of that honeyed charm. Bring them back. We'll get food, we'll get parts, we'll get everything we need to sustain this place. But, well, in the medium term, we're running out of time.
I know that. And I'm working on it. You trust me, right?
I do. It's against everything that I want to rely on a caravan once more, but if we could get our farms running, generators, we could be independent. Until then, the roads suck. Take this. He'll hand you a stim pack.
Claps him on the
Just,
shoulder a couple times.
Stick that anywhere. It should do the trick. Just don't inhale it. I'm tired. I'm going to
stick it up
rest
your ass. How
and
about
inhale
that?
some of my own. Is it too early to say goodnight? You can tell he looks exhausted. It's not even midday yet. I'm going to rest. See to it you find them. Thank you, Doctor. He'll retreat into his dark, boarded up compound, sort of leaving you on the outside. But he doesn't lock the door this time.
Hyde lingers for a moment, like puts his hand on the door, and it's just this weird, pensive moment for him. Seems a little bit out of character if you don't know him. And he walks off.
Within the library, bookshelves have been stripped. And there were wooden bookshelves. They've been removed, likely used for firewood once upon a time. So now really what's left are just toppled metal bookcases, some old computer equipment. Snipes. You head in. On the front desk, you notice Wade has managed to just find a piece of paper. After trying what looks to be like 7 or 8 different ballpoint pens, he settles for a pencil. And starts to write a list of supplies that he needs with a shaky hand. What do you do?
Snipes is going to mosey on over, and she is going to sit on the desk. Not where he's writing, obviously, but just sort of sit on the desk and just sort of like look over her shoulder. What kind of list is that?
Peers up.
Wade.
Ah! Oh, hi. Parts. I am. Sorry about that.
Yeah, parts for what?
just
And she's just
wires.
gonna like take the paper to look over it.
It's not complete. Well, truthfully, I don't really know what the damage all is. Multimeters, trinkets, really. Some pieces, connectors here and there. A tree hit the radio station. It wiped out half of the equipment. If I knew, of course I couldn't have known it happened before I was born. Can I help you?
I was wondering how I could help you. After all, it seems that it's gonna be my group of friends that are gonna go out and get these parts that you need. Why are you so jumpy? It's safe here, you know.
What? Then why is nobody here?
There's like 20 of us.
Well,
And there was a
Gwen
baby. Didn't you see the
told-
baby? Oh, that was you.
Gwen told me she was the third person here. Why is it so new?
Well, That wouldn't make sense if she was the third person, because definitely James was here first. And then the four of us arrived together. So Gwen was the sixth person here.
I probably shouldn't trust her. She
wants to
She's
have
interesting.
sex with
Okay. Cool. So, well, that's neither here nor there. I'm just worried. You know, they talk about raiders. I don't know if
you. She
lead
definitely
on
wants
really
to
with
raid
this.
you. Mhm.
I'm
Don't
just
worry,
worried.
she's wanted to raid me, my brother, Abby, James, the doc. She's tried to raid everyone. I wouldn't worry yourself about playing.
I should have tried my hand at the wasteland, it seems. No, I'm fine. I'm just nervous. Normally a place like this, people crack down on it. Why wouldn't the caravan come?
Don't know. We got here, it was pretty built up, but only James was here. He's like, hey, we should like set up shop. And, you know, I think we're doing pretty good for 100 days. You know, considering there's a vast wasteland around and mutants. Not like Abby, I mean like Deathclaws and mole rats and whatever else is out there. All things considering, I think we've done pretty well. Have you been by the fruit stand?
I saw it on the way in. I don't know. Okay.
Are you
Well,
so wait. Where did you come from?
I've been around, sort of a continental traveler. That was a lie.
Have you
I'm
been
from
to
Roanoke.
Texas? Oh, Roanoke. Oh,
Texas.
the island?
No, closer. That's
Oh, I don't think I made it that far. Out of characterly, I have a very scary story about Roanoke, Virginia. And now I'm a little thrown off. Hold on a
all
second.
right.
You know what? I've actually been to Roanoke before. So this one time, my brother and I pulled up into this truck, and there is like just this group of people having lunch. They weren't talking like at all to each other. Just they're staring at each other, and there was like this weird song on the radio. It was so weird. I can't. Oh my god! It was like I don't know what it's called. I don't even remember what the song was called, but it was a strange song. So anyway, so we ordered our, you know, our mutant chicken nuggets and just hung out, and we look at like the mirror of our truck, and there's this guy, and he is like staring at us through the mirror, you know, like if you're like looking at a reflection, right? And when he noticed that he was staring at us, he just walked into the night. Are there weird things going on in Roanoke? Is that why you left? Do people just normally walk into the night in Roanoke?
Well, there's always going to be weird things in the wasteland. I like being on this side of the wall, if that makes sense.
I mean, sure, but I had a very specific question about your town. It's okay.
Scary,
Don't worry about it.
but I've never.
Don't hurt yourself.
He
Speaking
looks
of
very
scary, are you scared of our doctor?
Kinda. Yeah.
Is it
I,
because, is it because of his face?
mm, you've not heard of
It's a yes or no,
Dr.
eh?
Hyde?
I've
Have
been
you?
hanging out with Dr. Hyde for like 3 months. I picked him up on the side of the road.
Oh.
What have you heard about Dr. Hyde?
That's a conversation between yourself and me, James.
I don't
I don't know. I shouldn't spread rumors. And I don't like talking.
to James.
Why'd I work radio? Am I right? I've decided I don't need that list anymore. It's all in my head.
That doesn't add up. So if it's all in your head, that means you have to come with us. If it's all in your head, that means you have to come with us and talk about it. You have to say the list out loud.
Yeah.
James, and you're not James. Wade, listen. It's just between us. Just between us girls. Don't worry about it.
I'm not so sure about it. He's gonna get up and try to head out of the library there.
Man, is there a check that I can make to
What are you
convince
trying to
this
do?
boy to stay here?
What are-
I'm trying to get him to. I'm trying to be his friend. I'm trying to get him to trust me with his secrets, with his emotions,
Oh, it's gonna be
his feelings.
It's gonna be extremely difficult. He is locked up. I mean, he seems terrified. Wade is just scared. So, it's gonna be really hard.
Wade, if you tell me,
really hard.
Wade, if you tell me, I'll let you touch my tits.
It got more difficult when you said that. It's now a more difficult check to make because now he is absolutely frazzled. If you're trying to make it, you can. Otherwise, I mean, you could also just shoot him or something. I don't know. You could. I mean, there are ways to get someone to stop from leaving a building. I'm going to give you full option here. There's a lack of what do you call it? Witnesses. Yeah, the witnesses. So it's really, really free reign for what you're trying to accomplish. But I imagine it's probably just speech right now. Nothing's escalated yet.
No, that's escalated. I just want him to talk to me. With luck, is I can re-roll it a single dice, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
what's my difficulty
be
at?
the luck. Your difficulty is looking at well, it was at 3, and then you said that, and then now it's at 4. So
Cool.
we're in some famously difficult territory right now.
Yeah, no, let's do it. And so essentially, I need like 2 crit successes to get this.
Essentially, yep. Or
That's
you just
essentially what
blow
the
through
rule
those
is.
action points. Yep.
Who will let me use 1 action point? Are y'all good with that? Just one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Okay,
you just
for a
gotta
dice.
take it.
Sure.
Just gotta take it. Okay, so 3 dice.
Spend
Difficulty
an action.
4.
I believe in you. Yeah!
3. We need one more.
One
it's a critical,
more.
right?
Yeah.
So the critical has
successes.
added it's I think it's added the success in there.
If-
or actually no.
yeah, if you mouse
Yeah.
over, there's 2 crit successes.
Wow.
All right.
Dang. Wow.
If
Heck.
I tell you, you're not gonna make me go, right?
Like the town. Like go where? Leave the town?
Yeah. Dr. Hyde. Well, I heard it from Gwen, and well, I don't know if she's to be trusted, but a lot of experiments. A biochemist worked in a lab back in the day. He's been around a while.
Yes, he has.
Well, you know how you change a lot as you grow up. He's sort of staring at his feet now. Wade. Imagine you live hundreds of years. Who do you think?
A lot of stuff to change.
Did it ever cross your mind maybe Dr. Hyde was a bad guy?
Sure.
Well,
but he hasn't been bad since I met him.
There's a look of dire seriousness washes over a pause to the nervousness that embodies Wade as he looks you dead in the eye. The worst ones would do that.
I see. And you heard this from Gwen.
Yep.
Does it ever occur to you she might just say that because Dr. Hyde didn't perform a 68 on her?
Well,
A 68 is when you go down on someone and they owe you.
Yep. Right. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm the new guy. Go figure. But
Right.
that's
And you came here because
what I know.
James. You came here because of James, right?
Yep.
Well, Dr. Hyde is also here because of James. So if you don't trust Hyde, then by retrospect, you wouldn't trust James. Do you not trust James? Do you not trust in James's decision?
James he's complicated.
Yeah. But the question still answers, like, actually answer the question. Don't pitter patter around it. Just answer it.
James, I don't know James. I know he saw a lot with Dr. Hyde.
So you're basing all of your judgment on Dr. Hyde on what a bartender told you. Or is there more?
That's all I know, man. At this point, well, Lexington, either we get this radio
I mean, it's better than Roanoke.
up and running.
It's better than Roanoke. Let's be honest here. Nobody just walks into the night here and stares at you through reflections. Gwen might stare at you. I apologize for that. You have great cheekbones.
Well, thanks. I'm gonna leave.
Anyway,
but maybe I'll.
You sure you don't want to give me your list? You sure you don't want me to give you your list first?
Just give it to your friends. I'm gonna go hide in a hole somewhere.
Hey, wait, guess what?
He's gonna walk out.
You're my friend now. Bye. I'm gonna take like this list that he has written. Like I'm gonna take this
fucking
list
terrifying. That
Scared of me, he should meet my brother.
he heads
I'm
out.
gonna take this list. Yeah, I'm gonna take this list on his desk and look it over.
It's really just junk. I mean, you could power a junk jet for a good 15 minutes of
Mhm.
idling on that level of junk, but somewhere there's a pattern you can see the stuff would eventually
Mhm.
mingle together to form something. Yeah. But you do know
Yes. Where
your
the
friends are over at the
baby?
watering hole.
Yeah, with Gwen, I'm assuming.
Gwen's always there. She's a
Gwen's
staple.
always there. It's her place.
Mm. And as
I'll
you
take a
arrive,
listen.
it should be
My friends. Mhm.
really only 1, 2, 3.5 blocks away. Just outside of the colonnade has been walled off, so you actually have to get away from the main wall. You liken it sort of to like the tavern that exists outside of the castle
Mhm.
kind of thing. People, before they're members of the community, can stop by here if they'd like, and you notice the seating accommodates that. Because maybe once upon a time, there was caravans that came through here. But no, there's been a drought. And with it, a drought of Gwen's good mood on this fine afternoon. As you do arrive, I want to ask John, Abby,
Mhm.
Dr. Hyde, have you been rousing rabble on this day so far
Oh, yeah.
here at the Palms, the name of the place?
Mhm. Oh yeah.
The real question is, are we getting an arm wrestle round 2? Really?
Yes.
Okay then.
Well, Abby initiated, so we can go ahead and set the difficulty. I'm not sure if we're supposed to use a ton of opposed tests during game, but I love them so much. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. Let me pull it up.
The toughest guy competition. I'm mayor
Oh my
now. I
gosh.
should get a boost.
The mayor boost, yes. Oh,
Because
that's
I got
hilarious.
this confidence.
We all know who the toughest guy in Lexington is.
Ooh. By semantics, I love it. Now, let's get into it. So,
Okay.
yeah. So starting with Abby, what we're gonna do is that there was it athletics.
Athletics? Yeah.
Yep.
So 2 dice, right? Difficulty set to 0 for right now.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. Hey!
All right, 2 successes. Okay. All right, so John, show us what
Okay.
you can muster up here.
I'm gonna buy an extra dice.
So, with the opposed tests, you would only be able to buy
Rude.
dice if your opponent, because they're on your side, agreed. And I don't think she would necessarily agree with you here.
No, do you agree?
I
Are you gonna let
mean-
me buy it, or
Well, I mean, I think it would be funny, but I'm also like, at this point, like, we've bought a bunch, and I'm worried Ian's going to throw something terrible at us when we go to the caravan. So it's up to you if you think we can handle whatever terrible thing is coming our way.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
and see, that's a really good dilemma. Are you going to let your
Mhm.
pride risk the party here with your action points?
yes,
Mm.
absolutely,
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Cool.
All right, let's
Go for
do
it.
this. Come on,
Oh my god.
come on, dice. Oh no!
All right. So how does this work?
So you've met it, so you beat it. You just barely pull through that. Oh, pop. Those super mutant knuckles just wrap along that table there.
Oh man. She's just like, oh gosh, buddy, you don't really have me going this time though. Next time I'll get ya.
I imagine
Oh,
around
man.
this time, Snipes just kind of like walks in, like just side's eye to like sit at the bar, and just goes, "Gwen, stop staring at the new guys with your snatch."
John stands up to shake Abby's hands. Well done. That was a close one again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a real good competition, buddy. Oh boy. Like once again, I ain't even mad, you know? Like it's so hard to fight in a challenge.
Well, as
It's
long as
also
everyone
so
knows that I'm the
frustrating
toughest
'cause-
guy in Lexington.
It's always so frustrating too, you know, when I challenge someone to an arm wrestling competition and then their, you know, arm just get pulled right out. And then you can't challenge them anymore. So I appreciate that there's you know, some repeat fun.
John, as you get up, you do bump into somebody. And strange thing here, we know there are only two true tough badasses here in Lexington, Virginia, on this fine afternoon, except, of course, here at the Palms, we have newcomers in and out. Well, such newcomer. Look, maybe someone else wouldn't read into this the way you read into this, but he's obviously a working man. His sleeves are rolled up. But I take it to mean that means a different thing for you, because he gives you a sort of a glare as you bump into him. You notice he spilled some beer on his good walking shoes. Kind of stares at you. You have a problem?
Not unless you want to make one.
Well, it seems this scuffle wasn't of my manufacture.
At this point, Abby would stand up. Oh, hey there, buddy. How's it going?
Well, I've heard about you. You'd be the leader of this here Thorpe.
Oh yeah, I just got elected mayor today. We're here celebrating. You want a beer?
I would like a beer. And it appears I've
Okay.
had one. But
Well,
your friend
let's
here
get you
seems to
another one.
think the
Come
beer...
right over here. And she just grab him and take him to the bar.
He's gonna glare. John. Something sinister. Just with a grunt, head over. At the mercy of not only Abby, but now the bartender Gwen. A fate worse than death. So, love that for him. Now, the real question is, do we have any final business to attend to before we depart? I imagine quite soon. I mean, in the morning, you've seen the food stores. They are quite low, despite your best efforts at that stand.
I mean, I'm gonna go and hang out with the doc here, bring over. I think at this point, Snipes knows your drink, Doc. What's your poison, other than the drugs?
Bourbon, actually.
Yeah, totally. Brings you a shot of bourbon
Other
to
than
do
the
with her.
drugs.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Cheers.
Shoots it, taps it twice. Doc, were you a bad person?
And he kind of holds up his hand and looks at his the bandana that he's never without, you've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends on who you ask.
What would Gwen say?
Because I told her no, she'd say I'm absolutely a bad person.
Right, she offered you that 68, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she offered it to me too. Down.
Look, she's just... I mean, you figured it out by now.
Oh yeah.
Women aren't my thing.
Yeah, you know, it happens. Same. But you know, other than Gwen, if I was to ask somebody, what's your rep here? The talk of the town before you came to the town. Because Wade was skittish, and he wasn't skittish because of your face, which is a great face, by the way.
Compliment taken.
I mean, other than the stuff that we already know what you do, like, we've had that conversation already. But, you know, before you did what you did.
I worked on some projects for a company before the war. Mostly things to do with agriculture, some new kind of fertilizer.
And what would you do with fertilizer that would make someone think that you're a bad person? Did you make GMOs?
I don't think it was anything to do with my work that
Did you
made
graft
people
that
think
tomato
I was
and that watermelon together? Because that's disgusting. Had one of those. Sorry.
It's about the nutrition value, not about the flavor. Okay. I may not have created it, but I've studied it.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Doc?
Where's all this
Might need to
coming
make an
from?
opposed test.
Exactly. He's not lying. He's been totally
Yeah.
varying definitions of totally forthright, but he hasn't spoken a lie. Maybe he's dancing around the truth a little bit, but he hasn't spoken a lie.
There we go. It's pretty good in my book.
Okay. Doc, I just want you to know that despite your past, as long as I've known you, you've always done right by me, by John, by Abby, and by this town. So if you ever need to talk about it, I'm going to judge you by how I know you now and not what you were before. That being said, not everyone is as cool as I am.
It's true, you set the bar pretty high.
I am really cool. So the more that I know, the better that I can back you up, is where I'm going with this.
I've done things I'm not proud of. Before the war and after. I've done things that I needed to do to survive. Sometimes my survival meant others didn't.
It's the way of the waste. Do you want to know a secret?
I feel like you'll tell me whether I say yes or no.
And she's gonna like lean in and whisper something to you, and I'm just gonna send you the direct message for it. Okay.
Oh,
I'll send it to Ian too. I'll send it to Ian too.
Yeah. Our third brawler here at the Palms was wrangled up by Abby and is now subjected to drinking melon juice at the bar and hearing stories of this newfound communist utopia. A little bit.
Oh yeah,
A little bit. Thanks
We're
for
getting
stopping by.
there. We still
Follow
got
us for
some
back
thing
next
to
week.
grow, you know.
So, John, what are you drinking tonight?
Let's see. I think Abby's drinking, good old beer. I imagine at this point that Gwen has like a glass that she just drew a PBR label on just to make Abby feel better.
How about John?
Definitely drinking bourbon or whatever
Bourbon
whiskey that they have. Yep.
Yeah. You've definitely got actually, would you believe it? But I'm pretty sure all the whiskey here is to your credit. You've managed to discover within yourself a sixth sense of sorts. You can locate whiskey wherever it lay under a false panel at the Super Duper Mart. Somebody was stocking up in case of an apocalypse. Turns out it never came. Or, well, no, he never came. He probably died when the war ended, but you've got whiskey for it, and now it's at the bar with your name on it. Luckily, nobody's tried to pick at it, but you've got 5 whiskey. You actually might want to bring that with you if you're going to head out to West Virginia in search of some caravan.
Can never have too much whiskey with you.
Right? Especially with a truck like that. But I think the night devolves. Yeah?
I was just going to ask if that new stranger is still giving me glances.
No, he's... You'll learn his name is Wilfred. He is a sad man. Just kind of a little bit lost, Just he was looking for a fight more so than anything to drink. It's evident by the melon juice between his calloused palms. Maybe he was like a brick mason or you wouldn't really call them welders, more like steel shapers of sorts, those fittings that make walls made out of scrap. Hard work. It's pretty dangerous. And often the trade of a raider. So it's something of a red flag, but probably benign. He doesn't seem like much of a threat. Besides the stories that Gwen and Abby have been telling so far have driven him to a state of apathy about the present situation. He seeks to get a place here in Lexington and to just do honest work.
Oh gosh, we got so many places for honest work. That's the only kind of work we want here in Lexington, don't you know?
Fantastic.
Like, Abby's just like being aggressively friendly.
I love it. And so now I want to ask, maybe what's next depends on who wakes up earliest, naturally. Who would be the morning person here after this night is over and we Yeah.
I was gonna say. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I contest this. Hyde doesn't sleep much to begin with. Ergo.
That's
You're
true.
Yeah, you can't be the last to rise if you never sleep.
It's hard to sleep when there's something
That's
wrong
true.
with your heart, and the
Yeah.
drug that you take
I
to
jet
help with
to
your
differ.
heart keeps you awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be beat to rise if you just never sleep.
Exactly. Yes, we can.
Oh my god.
Well, then you'd see stirring about, wrapping up near the sunrise. John, you'd be up at a farmer's pace, but you're not farming today, and you're not fruit standing either. You're preparing your car for a trip across Route 64.
Don't insult Delilah like that. She's a truck. She a big truck.
Anything you're bringing?
Well, you got to bring snacks.
You do. You've got melons.
Mm-hmm.
You got melons
And corn.
and corn. We got chips.
Corn.
We can have. Listen, all we have to find is something to milk, and we can have Cheetos at some point.
Or even with C,
Eventually.
because I believe C gives us the most wide variety of options. Because we
That
have
was very
C
exciting.
for corn,
Someone was exciting.
which means we can have corn nuts and chips.
Whoa! Those go real good with beer. Yeah.
Oh, especially
I
with
like
the
that
blue
up.
ribbon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And then we can also have fancy lads, because those are cakes.
There it is.
So corn nuts and cake. Is there any amount of like protein that's gonna happen, or are we just gonna book it on carbs?
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna.
I mean, it
find
looks like
plenty of
you've-
fritters on the way there.
Yeah, you've already bled all the town's resources of what was left of the food dry, probably, with that tally to load on the back of your truck. But that's fine. They didn't have much food. Anyway, they'll be okay. Just make haste, right?
Mhm.
Well, the rest of you, you know where to meet. Down at the bottom of the hill where the two one-way roads split, sort of an entry point.
Yep.
Into the town. There's the cart, and of course that's where you park.
End of the
truck.
laneway.
It's hard to go further. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I kind of want Abby to have put Wade in charge as like the second in command for the like while she's away.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're a real smart, friendly guy. Real smart for a baby.
I mean,
That's
it's
gonna
either
be
that or
something.
you know, like there might be a moment where if you're suggestion Wade, it's like he's a little squirrely and doesn't know a lot of people. Maybe we should just put Gwen in charge.
Okay.
Hard pass.
Oh yeah. I mean, she does tend to get a bit preoccupied with her extracurricular activities. Don't know if she'd have all the time to be in charge. Not knocking those extracurricular activities, but you know, it's more a question of priorities, don't you know?
Okay,
man. Well,
so
that leaves
there's
Wilfred.
Wade,
And James.
Wilfred, James. Who's Wilfred?
Let's
like,
see.
what do we know about Wilfred?
Do I? At the end of the night of like drinking and being aggressively friendly with Wilfred, like how
A Raider Wilfred?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
let's not discriminate. He's not rated now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, how
A
friendly
person
did we get
experiencing
here?
rating.
Yeah.
He's fine. Caps are caps. It doesn't seem like he did anything
Okay.
bad. I mean, even the walls of Lexington are built the same way you'd build a raider compound. So who knows who he was working for? Really could have been anything at this point. And you're gullible enough to believe everything that I just said. So if you wanted to put him in charge, you totally can. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You know, he's a
It's a
tough
pretty
guy.
short list.
And listen, we're gonna need another tough guy in charge. And with the two of us going out of town for, a couple of days, we need someone strong to hold down the fort. Now, granted, that doesn't mean you own the fort, because this isn't you haven't been democratically elected. That's the important thing.
I mean, technically, you weren't democratically elected. The other person just conceded, and you won by default.
Hey, let's not get into technicalities, because I don't know how those work.
You got it, comrade.
Can I be the one to mention, to wonder why we're not just putting James in charge?
Because he has real
He's
bad
kinda
manners. Yeah,
Real
he can be
squirrely.
a bit of a rude dude.
Mm.
You know, Abby, I have a
Yeah.
suggestion to kind of be
Okay.
a little test.
Sure.
Why don't we just put the Vault Lady in charge and see how she would do?
Hmm.
I don't know.
As a sign of solidarity, like here's the thing, because I didn't trust her, and that's why I think we should put her in charge.
What kind of ass backwards logic is that, sis?
Okay, hear me out.
No, I think I get it.
Doc gets me. It's like
Okay.
I'm just saying we're a step ahead of her in case she's trying to fuck us over. You know the term killing them with kindness?
Oh, yeah. That's my
Abby's
second favorite way to
real-
kill people.
Abby's real good at that. And, I'm just saying maybe keeping a few steps ahead of her in case she has something on the mind.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'll go find her then.
Cool. And I'll tell Gwen to look after her.
No,
Ah,
Gwen
my
might be
pigs,
horny,
not
but she's my
farm.
It's okay. Gwen might be horny, but she's my friend. So
Oh, yeah.
we play Scrabble together all the time.
Oh, she's real good at them big fancy words.
Mm-hmm.
Always getting those, triple word scores.
She got me one time. She played what was that word? I think it was superbulous. Who even
Aw,
knows
heck.
that word? That's quite the word.
Not me, that's
Like-
for sure.
Here's the thing, there's so many letters to that word, you have to it's not just knowing how to spell that, but also setting it up to where you can spell that. I almost feel like she's can see into the future.
Superfluous.
Oh, man.
As in having a characteristic defined as being extra to one's character. Or a trait being unneeded. Or perhaps even an addition that is unwanted. Such as, sister, these mud guards on the truck seem a mite bit superfluous.
Oh, wow.
Listen, just because they have Playboy bunnies on the back of them does not make them superfluous. They guard the tires from mud. It happens. Okay? Do you
I've
want
seen
to
some really
place this
nasty
thing
mud
on a
up in
jack?
the...
By the way, can we all just agree that Gwen herself is superfluous in the fact that she is extra?
Well, sis, can I say that perhaps the extra running lights on this truck may be a bit superfluous, seeing as half of them don't work?
Yeah, except that
I'm
none
gonna-
of the lights on the street work, so half of the lights on the truck are still more lights on the street.
I'm gonna be right
All right.
back. I'm gonna find, the orange lady. and make her this offer she can't refuse.
Okay.
All right, sis.
I
Okay,
mean,
sis.
she can,
Yeah.
but I don't think that she'd want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, sis. All right. Okay, sis. All right. Okay. Okay, sis. All right. Well, tell me this. Do you think that maybe the modified
Going.
exhaust on our truck might be a bit superfluous?
No, because you can never. Taking care of our air quality is never extra.
You know that it doesn't do damn about the air quality. All it does is make the truck artificially louder and adds nothing to the horsepower nor performance of the engine. Figure it
How
out.
else
fuck.
are we supposed to scare? How else are we supposed to scare away the geckos?
What the fuck did you want to scare them away for? You just run them over. Fuck, figure it out.
Yeah, but I don't want to ruin the bumper, or the fenders, or any of that.
Well, that brings us to the only non-superfluous part of the truck, which is the additional grille on the front.
What about my grill? What about my grill? What?
I'm saying that it's the only non-superfluous part, additional part on the truck is the grille.
Okay, I'm glad you agree that.
If
the
someone
grill
were
was
to
good.
ask what
But
part
you know
would
what?
be superfluous,
You know what?
I would say any of the
It's-
aftermarket.
Listen, you
modifications.
two, we have got to get going. Can we stop arguing about what
We have
is
to
or
wait
is
for
not
Abby.
superfluous
We-
on the truck?
No, Abby's already back. You've been arguing that long. Yeah, she's attended a brief brunch. Yeah,
I
wrapped up
imagine
a
like
couple
we
of
watched.
to-dos.
Man, I hope Abby brought us back some toast and eggs. Yeah. Like-
Well, enough yakking. Pitter patter, boys. Let's get at her.
let's go back
Okay.
to Abby.
Hello there.
And our restored pre-war truck starts to zoom away. Oh man. You take Route 11, and that takes you across that bridge where you met, swerving along that little pothole that almost got you last time, and then eventually meeting, not far from where the Super Duper Mart is and some other stores. You find Route 64. When the world ended, it turned virtually every highway into what you could describe as a broken chocolate chip cookie or something. Cars dot it, so it becomes a matter of weaving along. But one way or another, it seems every caravan or brotherhood or gang has cleared a path of some sort. There are very few full road blockages. But as a result of what they've had to do, it's a slow pace. You might travel at 15 miles an hour if you're making good time. So what would be a couple hours of a trip is actually going to last you all day. You might meet your destination after dusk. It was intended for pre-dusk, but we had an argument about mud flaps, which is good. It
And
gave,
the
it
extra
gave our
lights,
Abby a
which
chance to get some...
which I'm glad that we have now, because it's
There you go. There you go. As you're zooming out, who's driving, by the way?
Snipes.
Okay,
Me?
yeah. I figured I'd
Me?
check.
me.
Figured I'd check, you know.
Like I trust anyone else
Just
with
in case.
Delilah.
Man, and John, you've got your resources, your goods. I've got Elmorn's chips, fancy lads, and whiskey. It's quite a load out for as short a trip as it would be. But sitting there, is this a two-seater?
So it is, I imagine, I don't know if y'all know what a dually is, because I did say it was a dually. So dualies are huge. They're diesel
Okay.
trucks. They're essentially a tank. So the front seat has 3 and the back seat, though cramped for someone tall, also could fit 3, like, or a really good dog, but also has like an enormous bed because that's where Abby has to be. Like Abby has to hang out back there because otherwise, like, it's a half-ton vehicle. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And has just GMC
Excellent.
on the front, like General Motors of.
Beautiful. And
It's a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah, John, are we on whiskey? Are we on a whiskey diet already, or are we waiting?
Oh, of course.
Okay. All right. Well, gives you a sense of calm, doesn't it? The bickering fades out as you get that classic Blue Ridge sunset over the mountains. The radio keeps making this weird tinny sound. Every once in a while, you have to hit it. Suddenly makes it an even louder sound.
What is that?
Piercing your ears. You'd been fighting it, except no, actually. You soon realized what that was. That wasn't the radio. A round moved through the window to your side, through the windshield, shattering both. It grazed just past you. You're being fired at.
Are we under attack already?
Apparently.
First question is if we're stopping the car or attempting to get away from this thing.
We in for a fight, big brother, or should I gun it?
It's about time for a scrap. I'd say it's time for a scrap.
Oh yeah.
Right. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Hmm.
About time for a scrap.
That's big heckin' bad manners. You don't just go
Big
shooting
heckin'
while
bad-
somebody's driving. That's unsafe.
I probably want Delilah. She's
Interesting.
cute.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and do initiative here. All of your ears would still be ringing if they're still sensitive anymore. Top of initiative. Dr. Hyde is at a 13. And then
roll for it, right?
No, it stays
No,
the same
so
every
it's
time.
static. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, yep.
Yeah.
So Snipes, you're
I'm
still
at
at that 12.
I'm at a 12. Yeah.
Yep. Abby and John, you both share 10, so it's between you two who goes first. But aside from that surprise round, I'm pretty sure top of initiative again. Oh, nope, you got lucky here. Dr. Hyde, you're first. What do you do as this car screeches to a halt?
I am. Is there a sunroof? This is the first most important question. Is there a sunroof?
There is no, but you can open the cab window or the side windows. You can crawl through the
then I'm
cab
opening-
window. It's yeah.
I'm opening a side window and I'm basically looking around trying to get eyes on whatever the hell just shot us.
Okay. That's going to be very hard. We can do.
Well, Hyde does have a
perception.
scope. Yeah, Hyde does have a scope, right?
What's the range with that scope?
I don't know. Scopes are an actual item? Question mark?
Yeah, no, you're fine. So let's. What we can use for this as you're searching is we can
Is
use
it a
this sort of as a. Let's use this as a rally action, where you make
Okay.
you'll make a check against difficulty 0. Make a check against difficulty 0. The skill is going to be survival.
Okay. Hello, I clicked you. Please respond. Thank you. 2 dice and then difficulty 0 and then submit.
Yeah.
No successes. I think I'm going to spend a lot, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely
that's
may.
it's about the size of that. There we
There
go.
you
critical
go.
success.
Hey.
There you go.
All right. Well, you notice a flare of the scope glinting past. They're very far away. We're looking at an
jeez.
extreme range here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They obviously have the upper hand here, one way or another, unless you have some way to cover a lot of ground pretty fast. But yeah, and I think that was so. You have an action left. I don't remember if it's a major action or a minor action to rally.
Are they like, so what is, I have to ask, like, what's like our environment like? Like, you say they're far away. Are they up a hill? Are they down the road? Are they like, what? Because it came from the windshield, right? Like, in through the windshield? So from
Yeah,
the
so
front.
they're
up
on-
the road. Yeah.
It came from in the side window and out the windshield, so it was behind you.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it looks like they were up on a hill somewhere. You can actually see a weird. At first sight, it looks like a bridge, but what it actually is it's an old, like a small radio tower or power line of some sort that toppled over. Maybe that's where they were hanging out, perched up on that thing. Doesn't matter because they're a really good shot at this distance. Evidently, you have a minor action, Dr. Hyde. What would you like to do?
I can't take somebody at this distance. It's not happening. My gun's not ranged for that. So I'm basically gonna duck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna duck back inside the cab. There's no way we can fight them at this distance. They've got the upper hand here. We need to get moving now. Gun it.
All right. So it okay. So what you're saying is it's gonna look like we're trying to get away, right?
What the hell do you mean? I mean, let's get away. We cannot take them. They are too far off.
Or you could just run them over. Yeah.
They're up a hill. I don't know if I want to go up a hill with them.
I point. Do you see them?
Yeah.
Because I barely did.
So table talk real quick. What Snipes is suggesting is that she makes it looks like she's getting away. So their concentration is on the truck getting away. Where y'all tuck and roll. Because they don't know how many people are in the car. Like, they know there's someone driving, and they know there's someone in the cab for sure.
Yeah.
Or not the cab, the tailgate for sure. Two of you, they're not 100% sure. You're getting out on one side, and you're going ambush them.
Okay.
And then Abby and I can loop around and join you later.
So,
like that.
Hyde doesn't pick this up, but John can be like, yeah, I get you, sis, and then pull him out.
Cool. And I guess, I don't know if there's like a hold initiative on this, but I will hold my turn for them to get out of the car to drive it, to gun it.
We don't.
How you feeling, GM?
We don't have one unless you're spending a luck point lets you like act out of initiative. But if that's not what we're doing, a useful way to bank a turn.
Yeah.
We can rally by driving. Yeah, we can rally pilot check.
Yeah, pilot check. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
I say we
zero.
just drive right up to them.
I'm not. This thing can't make
Is that
it up
what
a
we
hill,
say?
bro. Like, like
Maybe
I'm gonna
there's a
drive
road
up
to get
behind
there.
them later. Yeah, but I'm gonna drop two of you off on foot, and then Abby and I are gonna figure out how to get around in the vehicle with our muffler that's really loud. All right, so pilot check, right?
Yep.
All right, what is our difficulty?
So for rallying, this is a difficulty of 0 because you're trying to earn action points for the party.
Gotcha.
2 successes.
No.
All right.
Nice.
Well, we're at 6 action points.
Critical
we've reached the cap.
success. Yeah.
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 You're at 6 out of 6.
Yeah. So here we go. I am rallying through driving and then figure out what's going on because I gotta use the little girl's room here in real life.
Fantastic. So, well, I'm gonna make a check.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Let's open up Tabletop Simulator.
Oh my god.
That scope
so cool.
shines again.
I can't pee.
Picking out
Someone's in the shower.
a face. Well, let's count the yeah, let's make an attack. Let's take this one and this one. See how we do.
Oh
What
no.
is your defense, Dr. Hyde? I think your defense is 1, unless you have a particularly high agility.
That sounds plausible. Yeah, defense is 1. Yeah, sounds plausible.
All right. Well, 1 success would hit you.
Cool.
Are you ready for the damage? Sniper
Yeah,
round?
sure.
All right. They weren't aiming for a particular spot, which I suppose is good for you. We're gonna do
I don't like the number of dice you're
a
rolling.
few. The
that.
5.
I don't like that.
Okay, let me help you because it was actually 6.
Oh no.
Oh right, that is 4 damage and 2 effects. I don't know if you've noticed, but this is our sweet Modifius damage dice. Basically, I don't know if you played Fate, it's sort of similar to Fate. It makes it a lot simpler to just go with the dice they have because the effect is 1 damage and 1 effect, and then of course you just count your little fire spots here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 damage plus 2 for the effect. Each effect, it's looking like, as far as I can tell, is vicious, which means it's just another 2 damage. You're taking 6 points in 1 fell shot. You have 4 H. You have 5 HP.
Yep, that happened.
All right. Good. No, we're fine. We're fine. Snipes. You're still driving?
Oh,
What's your plan?
I'm already. So my whole plan
I think you're
is
next.
I dropped
think you're
them
next.
off. Yeah, so I'm gonna essentially turn the bin, like to get out of like line of sight to be like, oh yeah, we've gotten away, sort of thing, and stop, but like, you know, find like I want to find like a side road since I know where they're at that looks like is going like around that way.
Okay, yeah, this is strange because it's a divided highway, so you could take an exit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, if they're up somewhere, there has to be an exit somewhere close.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Go ahead and make me another piloting check
Yes, sir.
as we navigate this road.
What's my difficulty?
2.
Right. I'm gonna use a luck point. I'll go ahead and re-roll one of those if you don't mind there, sir.
All right.
That's survival.
you
We
do
won't
'cause you
find
got
one, right?
Crit.
You don't have to.
Oh, I did. I got
You
a crit. I did a crit. Never mind. I got a crit.
Oh, okay.
I'm blind, so thank you so
Totally.
much for reading for me because I saw 1 success. That's literally all I can fucking read. Like, cool. So I got an exit, right?
Look at that. Critical success. Yeah, you found an exit.
All right. And I will like
Good stuff.
stop the truck. I will stop the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we're far away to where like even noise is not like a thing. Like that's like the whole thing that I was doing. Like stop the truck and like get out, full stream a pistol, looking over at Abby. It's like, you got long legs. Want to piggyback?
Well, oh yeah.
All right.
All right.
It's like, let's
go charging. Yeah. She's gonna pick up Snipes and wear like a backpack.
Listen. We've practiced this before. Like I've already said, Abby knows her own strength.
Oh yeah.
And
like,
our whole thing is that like we're going around to catch them by surprise.
This is literally that meme of like, drive me closer so I can hit them with my sword. Only instead of a tank, it's a charging green super mutant.
I love it.
So I just want everybody to have that image in their mind.
Yes.
Exceptional.
All right.
Well, I guess lastly.
And now I'm gonna pee.
Yeah, before we wind back to the beginning, John, what do you do here?
Well, after he got out,
Uh-huh.
Well, time to get at it. And he's just going to sprint towards them.
You're going to use the sprint action, okay?
He is going to run like hell.
Yes. Well, the sprint action will take you 2 zones. I don't know if I'm going to tell you how many zones you are away, but you're at least 3 or 4 zones away. Probably more. The sprint will take you 2 zones out. You are now 3 zones away.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything else necessarily you can do in this scenario, but you have sort of a decision you can make. You can, if you move to a place that was more obstacle laden, you would have more cover. But it would take you longer to get there. So if you're trying to move defensively, you can have more cover on one route. Or if you're just absolutely gunning it, you'll get there twice as fast. But even if you are zigzagging, you might be finding yourselves in the crosshairs there a little bit. One shot did land, Dr. Hyde.
He doesn't do things defensively.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going all out on this one.
All right.
Deciding to live dangerously.
Wade woke up. Not Wade. That's the other guy. John woke up this morning and chose violence.
Yes.
Everybody
But what
did.
did Dr. Hyde choose?
Oh, Hyde is
Survival?
moving defensively. Absolutely. Hyde chooses
Moving
survival
defensively.
every single time, every day of the week.
Yeah. That's how he's made it this long, huh? Also the evil
Plus,
stuff.
he doesn't-
Just kidding. I didn't say that.
Plus, he doesn't have to get as close before he can start engaging. So.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so you'll move 1 zone out and then find cover. All right. Well, that puts us to our mysterious figure here. Let's go back to the tabletop simulator of death.
Oh no.
Where I do mean things. Well, no, it's okay because our doctor's fine. Our doctor's found cover. Sir John Fisticuffs is not in
I'm
the
in
same
danger.
boat here.
Oh no.
What? Oh,
Don't kill my
What?
buddy.
So here's the thing about this system. It's a little bit cruel. At the beginning of a quest, the game master has 1 action point to spend per player. That gives me 4. I'm going to spend 1 of them to add a die to this roll, which will put me at 3. What is your defense?
Just 1.
Just 1. All right, so
Just
we'll
1.
try this for a shot. Give these ones a roll. Terribly. Terribly. But I have to advocate on behalf of the persistence. of my my mysterious sniper here. So I'm gonna re-roll this one for an action point. That puts me at 2 action points. Also nothing.
Ah.
You're in the clear, sir. Getting closer all the time. Now, who's next? Who is next? That would be Snipes. Snipes. And Abby, you're both at
Charging
extreme
over it.
range. So yeah, you're gonna sprint.
Mhm.
All aboard the pain train.
Oh yeah.
It's going
This pain
to
train ain't got
it's gonna
no
cost
brakes.
both of you. It's gonna cost you both of your movement. To facilitate ride the pain train into town, but you've got no issue doing such a thing. You're about 3 zones away now. Just coming from a flank position. I don't know how much else you can do other than just really charging in there.
once we get to like 3 zones, once we get to that, I'm gonna hop off Abby's back, so that like Abby has like her freedom and her turn without relying on me. Is there we're 3 zones away. At short weapons I'm at 2 zone, right?
Yes.
Or-
And then what
Gotcha.
happens is the penalty is just whatever the difference is. Yeah. So
Cool.
we'll just add
Okay,
1 to the
can
difficulty to fire
yeah,
on it.
so can I make a check for our mysterious figure since we're a little bit closer now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta find. I
Absolutely.
gotta at least know where I'm shooting. So like I
Right.
have a decent idea because of where Hyde pointed them out. All right. So what are we rolling? Survivals?
Yeah, I've got a sneaking suspicion
Yeah.
there's a different check to make for it, but let's just go ahead with survival. Yeah.
There's no like
It's the same thing you used to
perception check.
scavenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a perception
game, yeah.
stat. Right.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Which mine's not awful. All right. What's our difficulty there? Overseer.
It's not far, and this person's not quiet with the rifle, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a difficulty of 1.
Gotcha.
Got no issue there. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this. All right, I got a 1.
All right. Yeah.
1 success, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, this fucker's camping on the top of this downed electrical tower, just trying to get.
see his little alcove, and I'm gonna point out to Abby. I go, "That's your boy.
Mm.
Got you.
Well, I hate
I'll be your
campers.
backup."
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
and that
Just
I
keep me
yeah,
co-
that's
just keep me
Okay, so-
covered, okay?
I got you, babe.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay there.
That's a Texas size 10-4. Let's do it.
All right. The bottom of the initiative before we loop back to the top is
Mhm.
John. Are we sprinting again? Just
Oh hell yeah!
straight over. All
Just
right.
going straight out.
You're a zone away. You're a zone away.
I'm 1 zone away. I'm within
Yeah,
spitting distance
so
of
next
this guy,
time.
pretty much.
Next
Can
time,
I
well, if you
see
spit at that
what they
range.
look like?
Ah, no, they've got a gas mask on.
Well,
We're in a wasteland after all. And it's gonna be a bit of a climb to get up there. But you do see, you can make out something that looks like sort of stairs.
okay. Well, hope he's a good shot.
We're gonna find out. Hyde, you are 4 zones away. You can move another zone if you wish to remain cover, unless you're feeling bold and would like to just.
I'm
turn up.
gonna move a zone and cover, and then I can still make a shot, but I'm at some kind of disadvantage.
Yeah. So when you move, I want to impress upon you a sad revelation.
Oh no.
It seems the damage you've been dealt, 5 or more damage dealt by a single source after resistances is considered a critical hit. And you didn't realize until after you had a second to stop that you've been hit with a critical hit. We don't know where yet, so we're going to go ahead and give it a roll. You're not left-handed, are you? Are you left-handed or right-handed before I show you this?
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
You're left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, your left arm has
no.
been crippled. Yeah, you'll need that stim pack, which is annoying because it's probably in your left pocket, but that gun's no use to you right now.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Yeah, then I guess I'm going to move and cover and use the stim pack probably.
Right. Yeah. That's probably pretty smart. Okay. That'll eat your turn. That passes it to this mysterious figure who is having quite a time with our friend here, who's just been absolutely sprinting up. He drops a weapon, pulls out something a little more your distance, maybe, and is going to let rip, as he may do once per combat here. It increases the fire rate of this automatic rifle that is now just being pointed down in a last-ditch effort to not face your ire here. We're not spending any action points. We're just going to roll the 2 dice. Let's hope. 7 is a success. So you're going to get hit with some dice. Unless you have anything.
I don't have anything. I don't think that will help me. But, you know.
Right. Giving it everything he's got, spending all of the ammo in that clip. This combat rifle unloads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's actually a 7th here. Let me just, sorry about that. Let's hope you're fine. 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, plus 3 effects. It appears the combat rifle might not have any effects. I don't see one. For now, we're gonna say you've taken 4 points of damage, and if it doesn't have an effect, it might deal extra damage. You're surviving this one way or another. For now, we're gonna say you took 4 points of damage as he ripped into you. It wasn't enough, but
where was the location? Because I have damage resistance everywhere but the head.
That's a good question. Let's find out. Right leg. All right.
Okay. So 3 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, like, no other effects here. So you got lucky. The blast, the scatter. Obviously, he was firing in a sort of a panic. Snipes and Abby, it's your go.
I mean, Abby's still gonna be charging forward.
All right.
Yeah, and
But now she's extra rage filled because she just saw. I assume she saw her buddy get shot. That's not okay.
Oh yeah. Yep. that blast. Judging by his disposition, I think he doesn't find it okay either. But you're a zone out now, with your sprint of 2. Maybe next turn you can hit us with the pain train.
train?
Maybe.
Pain train!
Yeah. That's coming up next. But and Snipes, you're 3 zones away.
Right. So I can
as
move
well.
one zone and then shoot my small gun, right?
Yes.
There we
I
go.
believe.
That's
right.
the fucking plan, y'all. And I'm gonna take one of those
Okay.
action points if y'all are good.
Go for it.
Yeah, so 3 dice. What's the difficulty, my friend? Overseer.
So your weapon is a medium range weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Medium range is good for 1 zone, and at 2 zones away, yeah. So the difficulty's added by 1, and I think the difficulty, it's actually pretty high for this one. I think it's 3. I'm checking now. Roll it
Okay.
as 3. I'll tell you if it otherwise.
Gotcha. Well, difficulty 3. Just 1 success on that one with the action points. I do have a.
Oh.
I'm not gonna waste luck points on that because if I had 2 successes, I would do it. I mean, I could get a crit success, so I'm gonna spend a luck point and do
Okay.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a luck point and do it. Yep. And you still
Okay.
set the difficulty as 3, right? When you're just rolling the luck. You're rolling
Yeah,
one of
just
those
look for
dice.
1.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Okay.
at this point. Yeah.
Nope. We're good. 0. So there we go. Whoops.
Oof.
No successes. Alas, we tried.
Let's hope your brother's okay.
Oh,
Well,
God.
Abby is more in the way than anything. So.
Yeah,
Sorry,
also,
Abby.
why do you have to
We'll
stay
see.
creepy like that?
Nothing. No, you're
He's
fine.
fine.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
getting
no.
a little mighty nervous
Yeah.
about this.
Mighty.
Right.
Well, John, it's your turn, I believe, to
Yep. Well, he's going to move up a range into combat and start laying the hurt down.
Okay. All right. Deliver us some hurt.
So I'm going to make a targeted attack to the head,
Targeted. Okay.
and I'm going
All
to spend an action point on that one.
Okay. Let's.
So I make that's an unarmed check, right? I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Dice difficulty of 2.
Should be.
Oh!
Oh.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that means because I got a critical success and I got a complication.
The complication is going to be a little bit difficult here. Let's try our damage. I'll figure out what the complication is.
Okay. 1 damage.
That's so sad. Do you get
But
to
I'm
spend your
also-
luck points on damage?
No, but I
Aw.
have the vicious and the stunning effects on my attacks.
Okay. Okay. Promising.
Or not vicious, penetrating rather. Yeah, penetrating and
Oh,
stunning.
okay, which would help for.
That's gross.
All right. Stunning. Stunning will help.
Stunningly penetrating. That is really gross.
Yeah.
It's vicious, truly. Now, okay, damage is dealt. He's stunned. The complication is that this scuffle sends you off it's not an overpass. It's a piece of
ridge?
scrap metal laid out on this fallen, well, not really. I mean, it's just the platform that he was sniping from. Camped out, it looks like. You can see a bucket of ammo. It just sends you off. You fall maybe 15 feet. Land prone. You're still a zone away, but you'd have to get up and get out and hope you get mowed down by that combat rifle again. Because that could be quite bad. That could be not good for your health. Speaking of the health of our good friends, Dr. Hyde, you applied your drugs. No, not those drugs, the other drugs. You're feeling stimpacked. You're feeling good. That will remove one injury, which will be your arm injury, temporarily, mind you, because once you've entered combat, you're going to actually have to treat it. But you also gain 4 health points. You're only at 10 now, or well, 1 injury, rather. And what's more is your shooting arm's good. For now, what do you do? Some four zones out.
So, just to make sure that I'm tracking what's happening, I saw John get up to the guy and start fighting with him, and then they both fell. And they are now on the ground. Only John? Okay. So it's the
Only
other.
John.
Okay. So then I'm going to move up a zone so that I'm in the proper zone for my weapon again. And open fire.
Okay. It is a long shot, quite literally.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody cares, I'm going to use an action point.
Do it, bud.
Okay.
So that's 3 dice against a difficulty of...
So it's 1, but then the distance. What's the range of your weapon? I think with the scope it's medium.
Yeah, it's medium, and that's the zone that I've just moved into, if I'm not mistaken.
3. So medium accounts for 2. So you're off by 1. So it's a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
To land. Yeah.
1 success. I'm going to
got?
reroll with the luck point.
With a luck point. Got
Yes. Blah blah blah. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. And that's a crit success, bringing me to 3.
Woo! All right. Well,
Woohoo!
if you'd like, I can go ahead and roll your damage on the fun dice. Because,
I would like to see the fun dice.
Yeah.
I really am a fan of the fun dice. If that's there we are. So, let's try the hit location first. See where it takes us. Left arm. Well, it's two-handed weapon.
Payback's a bitch in it.
And then I think your damage for a laser weapon, I don't know what you have, but
I have it listed as 4, I think. Yes, 4.
4. Okay. If you've got it as 4, then 4 it shall be. Let's see if we actually saved our friend here. With the 4 rolled, that is 4 damage. Flat. Nothing. No question, no Q&A. No follow-up email, just 4 points of damage. Doing your part, coming in clutch in the flank. And that'd be an injury. As his hand is blasted, he would have been aiming down to take a shot at John here. But instead, as that arm blasts, since he's right-handed, he's going to move up, pulling a long, jagged combat knife and hopping down against his own judgment, probably, to go for the throat here on this guy. I believe being prone will give you... well, actually... okay, well, to note, I have to spend the last of my action points in order to make these actions as he is stunned. So I'm officially straight out of action points. Well done, well done.
Mm-hmm.
but he's going to make an attack.
Oh, that's why
Roll
we
the
took the
2.
stunning strike.
Let's not do bad. Oh!
Oh no.
4's really good. 4's really good.
pretty
What's
good.
your...
That's pretty good.
I just have to make
That's
sure it's
pretty
not
good
a
there, buddy.
critical. No, it's a regular hit. We're fine. We're fine. Let's see where this dagger. Oh, really a knife. Let's see where it lands. Right leg.
He needs that leg.
It's all right. He has
yeah,
he has damage resistance on his body, except for his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. And then for a combat knife, I know we're looking at least 2. Let's see what the breakdown is. We have an effect. The effect, if I recall correctly, is vicious. So we're looking at 1, 2, 1 damage. Actually, no, it's piercing. So that's just 2 damage coming through. And then I have 1 more to roll. Three points of damage as this thing
3
is
points of damage.
cut into your leg.
No negation. Okay.
Yeah, for the piercing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is kind of where it gets interesting, doesn't it? Because that concludes his turn. He's prone with you by the nature of that fall and the injury. So next at 3 zones, I believe, would be Snipes. Actually, you might be at 2 now.
I thought I was at 2 zones. Yeah. At 2 zones,
okay.
I'll move forward another zone and seeing this bro on my bro.
How dare.
I'm gonna how dare. How fucking dare. Like, we're gonna attempt a small gun. Where's my difficulty level at?
Well, you're at perfect distance, so the difficulty's 1.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to aim, that gives you a chance at picking a critical spot. If you'd like,
Okay,
you can aim
so
for the
how
head
do
or
I
something.
aim? What's the aim?
So aiming... Oh, well, actually, you've moved up. So per the action economy, I don't think you can aim, fire, and move at the same round. But yeah, so let's just roll, and then I'll roll hit location, depending on if you hit. Difficulty should be 1.
On that. Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Not a
easy.
success.
Actually,
not a crit.
if they are prone, I think much like Pathfinder
an additional
D&D.
difficulty. Yeah.
Yep. But it's like in melee it's easier, and in range it's harder. So they're harder to hit.
Yeah. Okay,
also,
so
don't roll a complication, because he's right next to your brother, a little bit.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh
I didn't roll. Like, should I re-roll this because I already rolled with 1 and 1 success? Should I just do just retcon that and just try to re-roll?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we'll do that. So the difficulty is now 2.
2. Yep.
So it.
Okay, got it. With a crit, 1 crit success. So it's
Fantastic.
No complications.
All right. So, let's get some damage.
All right, where do I roll my damage at? I don't see it on my sheet.
Oh wait, critical question: are you rolling with the pre-war pistol that James gave you, or are you using your old trusty pipe pistol?
Yes, of course I am. The new pistol that James gave me. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I'm not sure what the damage for that one is. It's like a 44. It's pretty good. I don't think you'll kill right off the bat, but
That's okay. I need Abby to get 1 in, so That's fine with
Yeah.
me. Can you
Oh,
go ahead
yeah.
and use a special dice to
Oh,
roll?
6.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get 6.
Let's do the. Well, yeah, it's 6. The damage rating is 6, so we're going to be rolling 6
Okay.
of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, are you kidding me?
Holy heck!
No. What?
What does that mean?
What? Can somebody like clip that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That means his day is fucked up.
Oh man.
Like, Abby, normally I'd apologize because you've been running here to try and get this guy, but now I'm not upset.
Oh
Like,
man.
So,
I don't even know what the. what the
for
effect on that
starters,
gun
that's
is.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 6 damage, but actually, I'm just gonna pull it up because I think it's funnier to. Okay, so for context, Vicious is the damage effect that they use for sneak attacks. What Vicious does is that for each effect die rolled, it's another damage. So you've dealt 12 points of damage with that shot. You owe James the biggest bouquet of flowers in thanks for what happened here, because you just blew through. I mean, this person is gone. Yeah, it's like this person was born without a head. There's nothing there, but like a gas mask split along the side. And of course your brother, who can't hear for shit.
You
as
just
the
got
sound of that thing
splattered
ringing
with
through.
brain matter just all over you there, bud.
The rain has never
Man.
felt so good though.
I'm gonna yell,
No, he
Abby,
pops up.
make sure he's dead!
He pops up. Hey,
Woo!
watch the smokes.
Fantastic.
Fuck me.
Oh, and Dr. Hyde to the rescue, just coming in. Of course, the cavalry has arrived to address the Catalina
Yeah, I feel
sauce
like
all over the hill here.
since Abby's just been in like battle rage mode and like, you know, her friends got like shot and stabbed and stuff, she's just literally like beating it into hamburger like at this point, just like that's for hitting my buddy.
Woo!
Well, I don't think he's getting up after that one.
Not
Yeah,
so
and neither
bright
of you
now,
take
are
a
we?
seat. Woo! Neither of you take a seat. We're looking at this. Give me a second.
Yeah.
She's just ripping apart like one of its legs, like ah!
Abby, maybe we should check to see if he had anything important on him. We should. You know what? You do what you got. You do you, girl. We're good.
I say we give her a moment.
Yeah, she needs one.
Let her just soup out a little bit. It's all right.
Exactly.
It's all right.
And this is why you're mayor of Lexington.
And I feel like at
Truly.
that point, like, you know, like, again, like she's torn apart, like most of its stuff, and it's just like, oh, geez, thank you so much.
That's great.
It's like you can't even go on a drive no more without somebody trying to take a pot shot at you. Fuck, figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Figure it
Well,
out.
just, you know, bunch of rude dudes in this part of town.
Gonna make a medicine
shattered-
check real quick to
Yeah, this is a great time to introduce medical attention. So, treating wounds in combat
Oh boy.
is not the same thing as treating wounds. As soon as the adrenaline literally wears off from your tissues, you're going to start feeling those injuries again. I think the only person that's actually currently injured would be Dr. Hyde. You're left-handed, is that correct?
Yeah.
Complication. That's going to make it a little bit more
Yeah.
difficult to properly administer medicine. You could remedy it by maybe if you trust one of these people to help you do your thing, but that really depends on if you trust these people with medical equipment. I'm going to leave that to you.
Put me on the spot there, bud.
Just a little bit. I gotta turn you all against each other.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like in triage mode at this point, and normally that would mean taking care of myself first, but
Right.
Hyde has a thing about that. So he's paying attention to what's up with John first, making sure that he's okay. So I mean, if Snipes wants to try to help, she's welcome, but Hyde is very particular.
I
Right.
respect your particularity and will follow your instructions as needed. But you know, my medicine isn't great.
If you think you can help,
Mm.
help. If you don't, back
Yeah,
off and let
I'll
me
help
handle
you.
it.
Yeah, I'll help
Okay.
you. Yeah, I got you. I'll help you. I'm alright.
Just
I'm incredibly
rub.
lucky.
Listen, you should just rub some dirt in it. That's what one of my buddies used to do, and he turned out just fine.
This is exactly why we bought the whiskey. As I just
Abby,
like
this
hand
is-
the bottle and hide.
That's what we call anecdotal evidence, Abby, and there's a reason it doesn't hold up in court.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
No offense. I'm sure your friend was perfectly fine, but just, I'm a professional. Let me do what I do.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
again, you got the big brain and the small body.
Oh no, Celeste froze. They froze. Like
Oh.
straight up froze the end of their sentence.
The ghoul
Oh,
is no more.
Oh no.
Well, actually, no. This
don't
is
be
interesting
ominous
because
about it.
we haven't
That is
addressed.
a great face to
well, the
freeze
fact
on,
that this.
though.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I want to just.
They're back. They're back.
Oh, you're back.
Yay!
School's back. That's just jet
Okay.
withdrawal. Actually, speaking of. Wait, speaking of.
Wait,
Never
hold
mind.
on.
Continue. I have to check something.
Don't you never mind
Do your
me.
thing.
Oh no.
Okay, I guess I'm rolling this check then.
And because I'm
Sure.
helping, I roll 1 dice, right?
I
Yes.
think so. I
Me-
think
As if
that's
it were
how that
a
works.
medicine
Okay.
check.
Okay. So go ahead and roll
Yep.
yours first, and then I'll roll mine.
Okay, and then the difficulty on this is
The difficulty for treating an injury, I believe, is it's endurance plus survival. But here's the thing: is what you're doing now is going to be tested at the end of the day. You need to do the things that you do as a professional, but you're going to need to do it all throughout the day.
okay.
Especially like with your own injury, you just have to maintain it. And then we'll see once you've rested how well you've done with a survival plus endurance test, which
Okay.
we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. And you can.
So I'm
shoot
just setting it to
yourself
0
literally.
then.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
you might
I'd
wanna
like a
use that
luck,
luck point there, bud.
please.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like a luck,
Take
please.
one of those.
Why?
You at
Bennett.
least one.
This is
One of
literally
those-
my thing. Why are the dice choosing now to do this? This
Oh,
is
man.
not.
Oh,
Why?
No, here's my help. Here's my help. Nope, I
Oh,
don't
no.
help very well. No.
See, I'm telling you, you just gotta rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, John's just gonna go
Try
walk
that.
his off.
Oh man.
Walk it off, yeah. You'll be
Yeah,
all
he's just gonna walk it off.
some of those irradiated
He
melons.
does-
Yeah.
Drink a little melon juice. some homeopathic
Well, the melons.
healthcare on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, your produce will
And the
help you.
whiskey.
It's irradiated though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whiskey's not irradiated. That one's
Mhm.
good. It's just a drug. Interesting. It's like we need to see the caravan more and more as time goes on.
Let's use my hey. Can we use my luck point to reroll that one dice just to see if we get one success
Yeah.
out of this? Let's do it. I'll do it. I'll do
yeah.
it for my bud. I'll do it for my bud.
That's
here.
fine. I'm happy to see all these luck points. Wendell,
No, we just it's
Can I try?
perish.
Because I just thought it
Oh my
right
gosh.
now to see if I just want
Are
to
you
see if
okay?
rubbing dirt on it will actually be effective, because that would be hilarious.
This is statistically remarkable.
Your okay, but I'm going to tell you right now, your complication range is higher, but I won't tell
Oh,
you by
yeah.
how much.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be
It's
fine.
pretty high, but
This will be great.
okay, all right,
This will be great.
okay.
So one dice, right?
Please.
Yeah, let's roll a 1. Let's roll a 1.
Difficulty is what?
Let me remove the thing that says medical attention, because this is not medical attention. This is something.
What's the difficulty?
So just
Zero.
well, it doesn't matter. We just have to get 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I have luck. Can I spend their luck to reroll that?
Yeah. You know what? Let's have everyone absolutely squeeze out that luck. No, this is perfect for
Come on,
me.
I believe in you, Abby.
Ah, all right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So like that's where
It's good.
Abby just like
It's good.
sees them like fucking up or whatever, and it's just like, ah, geez, guys, hang on a second. And she like takes some dirt and just rubs it on his leg.
I'm
Yeah,
dying
so this is
eternal.
There now, buddy. Don't that feel better?
Wow.
There you go, Doc.
You had you not spent that luck point, a very bad thing would have happened. But that's okay.
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
gonna-
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah,
glad I spent the
We're
point.
good. This is dirt on John's leg wound. Is that correct?
I thought we were doing it on the dock, but okay. Dirt on John's leg wound. Here we go. John's not here.
Yeah. Let's take another second to admire
He's
that.
coming. Hold
That
on, he's
absolute-
coming back. He's coming
He's
back.
rolling
coming
damage
back.
dice. I hate this.
Oh my god.
He's rolling damage dice.
No, it's fine. I'm just rolling one. It's wait. I'm gonna keep bouncing it.
All right,
Let me know when
John,
you're
he's
ready.
back. The dirt has been
Let me know when
rubbed
you're
into
ready.
your leg.
You're fine. You take a point of radiation damage. That luck point saved you from a snapped tibia. You're doing good. You're doing good. Wow.
Don't that
What is
feel
this
better,
game?
buddy?
Uh,
Oh my god.
almost heaven. Fallout
You know,
2d20.
at this point, John just walks over to Dr. Hyde, like looks at your arm, and like, what happened to you?
After
I got shot.
Well, boo fucking who? Walk it off.
Woo! Okay.
I'm
All
sorry,
right,
I had the
sure.
opportunity
This
to
is-
use that, and I had to.
I feel like Abby looks at Hyde. I got plenty of dirt.
No thanks.
Yeah, you took
I mean,
radiation
well,
damage
look
from
at
that.
you.
Can I offer you some dirt in this trying time? Well, if Dr. Hyde's
Oh my
cool, and then rubbing dirt is radioactive, then that would technically heal him faster.
Your leg.
It's your leg,
My
John.
leg.
It's not the doc's leg. It's your leg. You
I
took
know,
the radiation
I know.
damage.
I know, but I'm sane. I'm sane. Is that if I was getting radiation
Yeah.
damage and the doc's a ghoul, then radiation damage would technically heal the doc.
There we go.
So
Bad
rubbing dirt
point.
on
You
it
might be onto
could.
something.
Abby, let's
Good
throw
fix
dirt
the
at the
doc.
doc.
Put dirt on it.
Just throw the
Oh my
doc
God.
into a hole.
Oh,
Just
no,
cover him in
instead,
dirt. Just dig a 6-foot hole and put him in and fill it with dirt.
I
No.
think they froze again.
No, that's
Oh,
just
Oh,
freaking.
okay, okay. Oh my god, that was impressive.
Oh, all right. So
That was impressive.
interesting. Now the sun is set. We've met dusk, and we're not far from the road.
Also, obviously,
time
we are
crunch.
stealing any stuff that is useful in
Yeah.
this little area where he was camped out.
Yeah, just load it all up. It looks like he was alone, but you never know. People are hurt. People need to rest up and probably get the heck out of here. So if the party is feeling ready, we can hop back in that truck, mosey on down.
Hyde is a little bit salty after the walk it off quip. Not gonna lie, he's not a happy camper. He's just basically like in the back seat of the truck, just like arm held against his. He's trying to like kind of like bandage his own arm and just stop it bleeding.
Abby's still just like, dirt though.
Dirt? Put dirt though.
Sifting through the items. A long-scoped, long-barreled rifle, and a combat rifle. Both. This person was armed to the teeth. Some equipment would have been
That was what I
good,
was asking,
except all of the
like,
armor.
Yeah, like that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what is on this dude? That was like we
Uh,
got so caught up in the dirt. I wanted to like search this dude for like any form of like, who the fuck is he? Where did he come from? Why is he sniping people? Like I was gonna question him, but then I
Yeah.
blew his head off.
Some, yeah, some Raider/Wanderer style equipment and garb.
Now it's staying on the
would have
ground.
been great. No, yeah, it's been absolutely destroyed. It has been scrapped. It's been juiced by resident super mutant slash mayor.
That's Mayor
the weapons are
Super Mutant now.
Combat knife, combat rifle, and some sort of pipe, sniper rifle.
Okay.
Go figure.
Put that in the
Couple of
toolbox
caps.
of our truck.
Yep. Some caps, some trail mix of some sort, and then really just stuff to have to like
Yeah.
pick through. Like a
There's-
small box full of some keepsakes, but really nothing important.
I kind of want to look to see like the very specific question I'm like piece of info that I'm looking for is there anything that would suggest that he is a lookout for a larger group, or is he acting alone?
So this is a great opportunity to use out of combat luck points to add an element to the story while we're just absolutely
Ooh.
hemorrhaging those luck points towards the end here. Now, this is called Luck of the Draw. You may spend a luck point to introduce a helpful fact or detail about the situation you're in, something that you'd have to be lucky to encounter.
Let's put me 2 out of 6 on that for a helpful fact. Let's do it for the sake of learning how to play this game and showcasing these mechanics. Let's do it. I'm here for
science.
it. Let's do it. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it was fantastic that you did. I'll tell you as much because some note. He was working not alone, paired with somebody else. They send letters back and forth, talking about maybe incoming rad storms, radio noise, an errant signal here and there. Sightings off in the distance. They don't know. Seems they're paranoid about certain things, death claws and the like. But seek Ada. Seek Ada. It's written on the back of one of these notes.
Mhm.
He's writing it to somebody he speaks fondly to. Seek Ada. Who's Ada?
Yeah.
But then at the end, look at that. That name. It needs to not appear where it does, and yet James is written with a question mark at the end there. Right outside of town. It's strange. Surely it's strange. The plot thickens. But I think that's where I want to end off tonight, my friends. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. It seems we're inundated with some mystery. Well. As our wanderers head off towards the Blue Ridge Caravan, wherever they may be, they've encountered some strange coincidences. People asking questions, and more importantly, we've built something of a community here. Settlers banding together. But if you like what you saw, we'll pick up where we left off. With our fun friends on the road, having to do things like healing, maybe selling some equipment, not dying.
And drinking
hopefully.
a lot of PBR.
Yeah. There it is. PBR and whiskey.
That blue ribbon. Let's do it.
I'm enjoying the alternate timeline where PBR really is just like the drink everywhere.
Yeah, since 1853, don't you know?
Oh, yikes.
It
All
survived
right,
2
well,
world wars. It could survive a third.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, let's do our outros. Tell us what you thought. Tell us also about what you think is going to happen to your characters now that shit's really hitting the fan. Starting with Jen.
Yeah, hey there. I played Abby Abrams, the super mutant, and now Mayor Super Mutant. As far as what I think is going to happen, I don't know. I imagine the mystery is going to get more mysterious, and my character is probably not going to grasp all the subtle nuances that are involved with it. If you enjoyed hearing me and want to support the things that I do, you can find me on the internet as Savage Sparrow. SavageSparrow.com is my amazing website full of cool, nerdy t-shirts, apparel, and accessories. We are having a sale right now on tank tops. All of our nerdy tank tops are like $5 off. So, you want something to flex those guns or, just avoid the heat, definitely stock up. You can also check out my artwork on Patreon at patreon.com/SavageSparrow. Also, tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Pathfinder with Ian, also running that game. You can also see me on Mondays, but not tomorrow, Monday. I play in a Star Trek game on The Quiet Gentleman, and on Friday, I'm back at Weave for Dragon Age. So, yay, gaming weekend.
Fucking
Books.
love Dragon Age!
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's
Love
so
it.
good.
Just...
Fan out all you like. Val.
Hey everyone, I am Val, or Rosie Raid on the internet. You can find me everywhere on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok over at Valdrianth, which is just a government name mixed with if I was a dragon. I made it up 20 years ago, don't judge me. And I create TTRPGs for me and my friends. The next time you can see me, though, is actually going to be here because it is a holiday weekend for both Canadians and Americans this coming week. So we're just taking the week off. We're vibing. Also, it's going to be way too hot here in the Pacific Northwest to do anything, so I'm just going to be sitting in my AC, like eating frozen grapes and just trying to stay cool. But the shows that we do have over there, when we do come back, we will be premiering a new show called Morphs in the Swamp, where it's a Forge in the Dark Skin that is based on my all-time favorite book series called Animorphs. I will be running that it's based in the hometown of Louisiana in the 1990s, so that'll be something. We also have another custom version of Dark Skin on Thursdays, which is called Nightmare on the Frontier, which my good friend Jamie made just for us, so check us out then. And on Fridays, we have our Coriolis campaign run by Red Mage Ray, and then on Saturdays, our Emberwind, all Femcast Emberwind game called The Ghost of Axia, and that's all we have. And then you come back here, and you see me playing some Fallout. I know nothing about Fallout except that there are death claws. Yeah.
Death claws? Oh, I can make it happen.
What?
Cool. Sweet. Yeah. Nothing. Slow pool.
Okay, well, I have to fight a Deathclaw hand to hand. That's just the way it's gotta be. Hi, I'm Slowpool. What am I doing? I'm going to be literally turning into a puddle of goo, a la a plasma weapon animation tomorrow, because it's going to be about 36 degrees centigrade with
105, yeah.
105 with
Thank
like a 70% humidity, and I'm going to be cooking in the kitchen, so rip me. If I do survive the next 2 days, you can find me here next week, where I'm going to be streaming Fallout maybe 76 or 4, depending on how I feel. I'll be streaming Fallout before the
MySpace. Yeah.
On Val's stream before we hear, and that's pretty much all I'm up to. Possibly an Expanse game in the future. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, we could do Fallout 76. Judging by where we're visiting next week, I don't know. Last but certainly not least, Celeste.
Well, hi everybody. I am Celeste PLS with way too many underscores on Twitter. I'm Celeste Shepherd here on Twitch. I don't do a whole lot of streaming of my own, but I show up on other people's channels every now and again. You can catch me tomorrow night on twitch.tv/Matheb7 for some Masks Sunset City. We get to fight the Doomaroo. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's also going to be terrifying. And also, Elodie is pissed off at one of her boyfriends because he's been lying about the secret identity he's been having to infiltrate the Brotherhood of Observation. Observation, is that what it's called? I don't remember. This lore is nuts, man. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And then you can catch me right back here next Saturday for a little bit more of this chaotic mess. Dirt in the wounds, y'all. Really, I can't. I don't. It does not matter.
That's the part I'm most ashamed of.
I am losing my mind.
We were
But
so
in the best
determined
way
to make that
possible.
work.
Oh yeah. You're welcome.
Damn. But yeah, sometimes it just hurts so good. So, come on back for some more.
Yeah, exactly.
Truly.
And me.
And of course, it would not be possible without our sponsors. Primarily, I would like to shout out first and foremost, Modiphius. You gave us Fallout, the 2D20 game. You've given me my Saturday nights back. I just want to say, it has been hilarious. I hope you're laughing as hard as I am, and I hope you're crying on the inside as hard as I am, because the super mutant succeeded where everyone failed. And that's just something special for me. That's really, I don't know. That is great. If you're watching from the time capsule of YouTube and you're interested in Fallout, I doubt it's going anywhere. Click the link, check it out, get the game. It's super cool. Who knows? Maybe there's a bunch of stuff out for it by now anyway. But I think that's all I have for you lovely, wonderful people tonight. Oh yeah, come to our sister channel. Tomorrow we're playing Pathfinder. Like Jen said, I'm running it. It's a good time. People cry. Less jokes, more tears. And then Monday we're doing that charity for masks. There's going to be a tweet about it. Just stay
Here
nearby.
for it.
Stay nearby. There's great stuff coming. And we are just here for it. But that's all I have tonight. I'm going to go pass out. Good night.